The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
This intro is going to be more of a restatement than anything else, and it involves Joe Bob Briggs and horror app Shudder going their separate ways. Kind of a shock to most, but the rumblings were out there. I heard them. But I made this statement on the Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In page on Facebook that got taken down. I bitched about everyone was losing their shit when the news broke that JBB was on the outs. Not his decision, but Shudder's. Immediately, people started whining about canceling their subscription and to get their horror fix somewhere else. Some decided to go to some Patreon page to see his old stuff from TNT and the movie channel. I went off on these people, calling them clowns and little bitches and other colorful names for canceling and realizing that horror was around before Joe Bob and horror will be around after Joe Bob. Shudder has original content plus releases that only Shudder carries, and their library is of a very good size. If people want to bail on Shudder, fine. If these guys think that they won't get another horror host, they will be missing out. I have a feeling they will. I'm certain Shudder has something up its sleeve. I just find it crazy that the people lose their shit over these things. It's almost like a cult following, kind of like the rest of the country. I just never thought horror would become a sanctuary for cult enthusiasts. Look, I dig Joe Bob too. Love the show. But if he goes, he goes. And besides, there are 4 more shows to look forward to before the end of the year, and anything can happen. Believe me, the drive-in will never ever die. And welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome to the 711th episode of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a stake to the heart of horror and pop culture. We wade through prawn-infested waters of streaming, VOD, and cult cinema in an attempt to find hidden gems to discuss so you can make informed viewing decisions. Episodes are streamed live every Thursday night around 8 p.m. on trickortreatradio.com, and the audio podcast is released on all podcast platforms on Friday morning. Your hosts for this episode are Monster Zero.
Hello.
Michael Raven Shadow.
Hey, that was kind of a pipe bomb that MZ just dropped in the intro, huh?
I guess so.
Probably.
I introduce you. Say hi.
I said hi. hi, everybody.
And yours truly, Johnny Wolfenstein. We are your navigators along these bumpy waters. And this week on the show, our featured film discussion is the film Whistle from director Corin Hardy. And we will also be doing a coming attraction reaction for the film Hokum. And much more. Boom.
Hokum?
What?
Smoke 'em if you hoke 'em.
Hokum if you got him.
Yeah. I think Hokum Pokum's pretty fun.
So you think? You
I
ever
guess
tried?
fuck
You ever
is no
tried Hokum
selling-
Pokum?
Can I buy some off you?
Smoke 'em if you hoke 'em.
Yeah.
So here we are, 711th week in a row. We are crazy motherfuckers because why would someone do this? I don't even know. But, hey, we must not hate each other's company. Or at least not all the time. So we're doing this. We're doing Whistle tonight. Can you whistle, Raven Shadow?
I can't.
Try. Let's hear. Nothing comes out.
Blowing kisses.
Yeah, you. Oh yeah. He's blowing kisses.
You just put your lips together and blow.
You look like Paul.
Oh yeah.
Look like Paul Stanley when he tried to whistle.
Where's my thing?
It's the same as the Paul Stanley face.
Oh, that fucking star.
Oh yeah. I really can't. I was
Holy
scared. I
shit.
was concerned you were gonna bring this up, Wolfie. I was in the bath the other day. And I'm like, no, I can't.
Can you
Big
whistle,
show
MZ?
off.
If you were, I can't hear you.
I just did it.
It didn't come through.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, there you go. I heard a little bit.
No, okay.
In the
Show offs.
in the chat, Drew Peacock says, "Hello, all you handsome devils."
Aww.
Who's Drew Peacock? Do you know who that is,
High
Raven
school.
Channel? You went to high school
I
with
think
him?
he's yeah, he was good. I think I used to cheat off him in gym.
Did he ever blow an Aztec death whistle in school?
It wasn't an Aztec death whistle.
Something else.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, so that's what's up for this evening. And yeah, so all right, you mentioned MZ dropping a pipe bomb. Why do you think that was such a pipe bomb?
I was really surprised. I thought, and again, first of all, can you send that whatever you posted that was taken down in our chat? Because I want to
No,
read that.
because
Well,
it was taken
Yeah, because it
down.
was taken down. What do you think he did?
Yeah,
Wrote it up in a fucking
Yeah, but-
document first?
Yeah, save it as a PDF, put it on your G drive and or fucking
well,
desktop.
Shit, Raven Shadow. If I had known that you wanted it, I would have done this.
I would have.
Oh,
You should tag
shit.
me in it.
We all missed this. Drew Peacock. Say it fast, Raven Channel.
Oh, Droopy Cock.
Marion pointed it
Aw.
out. Marion said Droopy Cock, LOL. Yeah,
Thank you,
none of us
baby.
got it. Literally none of us got
Nothing.
it.
Wow.
It looks like Drew space Peacock.
We are off our game tonight.
I bet people were like laughing when I said it without realizing, and we're completely oblivious.
Hey, would you blow me? You're on the air. Oh, shit.
Well, you put the emphasis on the wrong. The thing is
Yeah.
that you
Well-
put the emphasis. You put it correctly, but I
Right,
mean,
right. I read it like it was like it was written.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny. Drew Peacock.
I'm gonna use that name next time I go to a restaurant or something.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Is that your new
swear
name,
you
Raven
are.
Chow? When next time you go to a hotel?
Can I have Droopy Peacock, party of 5, please? No, I'll be like, Landon Dick in your mouth, please.
Jesus Christ. That's not a last name. Dick in your mouth?
No,
How do
Landon.
you- Yeah, what about the dick in your mouth
All
part?
right. So what's the first part?
Yeah.
So what's the first name?
And how do you spell that?
Landon.
Okay, last name?
L-A-N
Last name?
D-A-N
Oh my-
D-I-K-I-N-N-Y-M-U-T-H.
Okay, but
It looks like
Landon is the last name.
It looks like
You
Dyken.
just said Landon is the last name.
Well, Landon's
So
the
how
first
does
name.
that work? Oh, Landon. Okay,
Landon.
you said Landon was
Yeah.
the last name.
I'd say
No, it's Landon was the
I'd
first
want to say Dyken.
Landon Dyken? No,
Well, the way you spelled it was like Dyke. D-I-K-E, you said, right? D-I-K-Y or something?
it's Swedish.
Oh, okay.
It's got those two somewhere.
That's
it has
not-
those
that's
two little
not-
Motley Crue dots.
Yeah, that's not a good one though. This, you gotta work. You gotta go back to the drawing board, workshop it
Wow.
a little bit.
Fucking Brock Wolfenstein, you are not selling anything I'm doing tonight.
Drew Peacock is
Makes
it,
sense.
it's it's like unassuming when you see it,
Okay.
and then you read it,
Okay.
and then it's like, oh, now I get it. But Dick in your mouth as the last name,
yeah.
it,
that
no,
doesn't
it doesn't
work.
work.
Do you even know how a joke works?
Yeah, do you?
Fucking really.
What's a joke?
I don't know.
How do
it involves
magnet-
like a knock
How do magnets work? How do jokes
how,
work?
how do magnets work? That's fucking crazy, dude. Fuck magnets. How about a fucking Etch-a-Sketch? I think it involves magnets.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Wow, look at you.
Figure it out, dude. But no, I guess I'm surprised that I thought you were going to go the other way. I thought you were going to be leading the boycott. I didn't know there was heat between Joe Bob and Shudder, but I thought you'd be leading the
Oh,
cancellation charge. So
like he
that was
would be carrying the Joe Bob flag.
yeah.
I love Joe Bob, but you know,
I know
I
you
mean,
do.
if he might, there's talk about him going someplace else. He might go to AMC Plus. You don't know. We nobody knows really. He hasn't really shared any kind of information about what his life is going to be like after Shutter. He's still got 4 more specials coming up before the
AM,
year is out.
AMC Plus is essentially Shutter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is, but I think, well, all right, then, well, I heard AMC Plus, you know, just and not Shutter.
Maybe he'll be the
I don't know
new.
if that means
Maybe he'll be the new host for Turner Classic Movies.
maybe.
Yeah. Tonight on Casablanca,
Yep, Casablanca.
we have 48 Nazis,
We got no
74
breast,
cigar smoke,
no
one piano
breasts.
play, no breasts.
We have someone else in the chat says Drew, long time no see, and his name's Mike Litteris.
Yeah, now see that works.
Mike
I know,
Litteris.
I get it.
Mike Litteris.
See how it works? See how the puns work? They practically write themselves.
You guys are punishing me right
But
now.
when
I'll tell you
when
that
you're
much.
writing them, they become an abomination.
I'm not a pun guy. Okay.
You put the long bum back in Abomination.
Long bum.
But going back to Joe
Derek
Bob, I mean,
Longbum.
but going back to Joe Bob, it's really, you know, we had a feeling that something was happening, and everyone was saying he was retiring. He's not retiring. I never thought he was retiring, but he's probably going to go someplace else. He might go to oh Christ, what the hell? A Screenbox. He might go to Screenbox. Who
Yeah.
knows? I mean,
That would be huge for them.
that would be very big
Yep.
for Screenbox.
They should
'Cause
honestly, if they haven't,
Screenbox could use it.
yeah, and if they haven't like already reached out, like they should, because that would be worth whatever money they
Yeah.
could do, especially with the people threatening to leave Shutter.
Oh, people have already. People were posting up the cancellation screens online and shit, and it's like,
Yeah, it
what a bunch
it
of
probably lasted
fucking-
5 minutes, and they probably fucking re-upped right after that.
yeah. People are just like going all crazy over this shit. It's like, look, I mean, I love Joe Bob too, and if he happens to show up on Screenbox, great. I'll order Screenbox, but I'm not getting rid of Shutter. Doing that is stupid.
Mhm.
It's
But
just
was there-
stupid.
But was there heat? Was there a problem between like
Nobody
I mean, like,
knows. Nobody
Okay.
knows. Nobody knows.
'Cause
But it
maybe
was
not-
Shutter's decision.
It was probably
okay, so
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like some maybe like contract
Money.
negotiations didn't go the way they wanted or something, or maybe Shutter
Well,
just wanted to go in a different direction.
Well, maybe that's I mean, if that's the heat, then Raven Shadow's right. Then there's heat. But as far as their relationship is concerned, I've always thought it was amicable. I just didn't think that these two were at odds, and I don't think they're at odds. We don't know the whole story, so we can't we can't say, but we can speculate. We can speculate. Blah 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 blah. While my tongue goes into paralysis. um, I like Shudder. Shudder's a good app to have. Good horror, classics, original content. They have their own shit with the Boulet brothers. I mean, that's some good stuff right there too. They also have the Fango Chainsaw Awards, live shows, and I love it. I love it, and I don't have no intention of getting rid of it anytime soon. But I mean, people will do what they want, you know. But I just think it's silly for people to get rid of their horror only because of one show, you know.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's different from like, like I'm not trying to put myself on a high horse or anything, but like when Disney fucking kowtowed to dipshit,
right.
I canceled Disney Plus because
Yeah.
first of all, I wasn't watching it a ton. I was just watching it for Star Wars stuff, and then but that's something I can get behind, right? Like you are taking my money, but you're like I don't want you to do stupid fucking ignorant shit. So I'm going to take my money back. But in this case, it's like Joe Bob's not coming back and like MZ said, we don't really know the situation. Like maybe it was amicable, maybe it wasn't. Like I don't we
Right.
don't know. So who fucking cares? Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I didn't watch The Last Drive-In very often. I haven't had Shutter in a little bit, but I appreciate that it's there, and I know it has a huge following, and rightfully so. But these two things can exist on their own. They can be mutually exclusive. You can have Shutter, and you can have Joe Bob. Like you still get it if he's going to be around. So what's the big fucking deal?
Yeah. I mean, and I just resigned just a couple of days before this news broke. So, uh, I didn't do the yearly subscription. I only did monthly. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could bail out once the month is over. But I'm not. I have no intention of doing that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So you
I
could become a
like.
free agent. You don't have to. It wasn't a long-term club sign. It
Yeah,
wasn't like a
but
Manny
I've
deal.
always been doing it like that. I've always done monthly.
Yeah.
I haven't done a yearly subscription at
Screenbox,
all.
give me
Like-
a call. I'm available.
Like LeBron. You kind of, it's good. Play your options out.
Like LeBron. You said Manny Ramirez too. Was that your?
Yeah. What the fuck?
How long? Do you know how long since Manny's played baseball?
First of all, he won a World Series for the Red Sox in 2004, one of the key players.
Oh,
But also LeBron James, is he still playing basketball, right?
He is.
Yeah.
But I'm asking about Manny Ramirez.
I'm telling you about Manny Marrero. Manny.
When was the last time he played? When do you think the last time he played was?
I think he played catch with his son in the DR. Double D told me.
Jesus Christ. When was the last time he
Under the
played
mango
in the
tree.
Major League Baseball?
At least 2007, right? 2008, probably 2009. I think he may have before Bobby Valentine took over. Tito was still coach.
Well, he went on to play for other teams. He played for like 4 or 5 more teams after the Red Sox.
Really?
Yeah. They actually traded him to the Dodgers in 2008.
I do remember. Yeah, because him and it became the Red Sox West because it was him, Nomar.
Right.
Yeah. It
A
was
few
the,
others. Was that when
was
they
it
when they
Valentin-
traded? Was that when
Timberland?
they traded Adrian Gonzalez as well? Was that deal? I forget. But yeah, and then he played for the Dodgers for a couple years, and then the White Sox, and then the Rays, and he was pretty bad for those. He played 24 games
Tampa.
with the White Sox in 2010, and 5 games for Tampa in 2011.
wow.
I don't remember
5
that
games
at all.
for Tampa. Who would? I bet you even Manny doesn't remember it.
like, honey, where'd this shirt come from? Whose jersey is this?
Yeah. Although his
Manny, it's yours.
his kid was looking pretty good in the World Baseball Classic.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
He had 2 home runs in 1 game, I believe. But enough about Manny Ramirez, because I'm sure most people listening to the show have no idea who that is.
Double D does.
Well, Double D, yes, he does, because that's his countryman, right?
Yeah.
From DR. Although his kid was playing for Brazil. What do you think of that, Raven Shadow?
Well, you go where the money is, man.
All right. Evil Corny says, "Hey guys, what's up, Corny?"
Olé.
And then we also have Beach Whistle.
Yes.
Beach Whistle? Beach Whistle. Am I saying that right?
Is that a pun?
Beach Whistle?
You're looking for a joke in there somewhere?
I don't know.
Biatch whistle.
Just the way he's saying it. you can
Yeah,
tell.
I'm
What are you summoning? Beach whistle, beach whistle, beach whistle.
I'm scared now to miss one. So
Yeah.
Beach Whistle says, "This says to me Shutter is going to be sold soon. Word has been going around for a little bit now."
Paramount's probably gonna buy it.
Jesus Christ, please no.
If they raise their prices, then I'll probably. If that's the case, and the prices are raised because of it, then there's a good chance I might bail.
Yeah.
because they just raised their prices like a year ago, or not even a year ago,
Are they?
like 6 months ago.
Is it $7.99 now, or something?
It's $8.99 or
Okay.
$8.95, something like that. It's like $9.
It's $9.99.
What a stupid fucking promo that was. Jesus Christ. God damn.
All right.
They'll make anything a promo in that goddamn
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. All right, MZ, you got some this day in horror history for us?
Oh boy, do I?
Do I?
Do I?
I don't know. Do you? Shit.
Let's see. Why, yes, I do.
Diggity-doo.
Well, today is what? Today is the 12th of March. And that means tomorrow's Friday the 13th. So happy early Jason Day to everybody. I'm
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
my.
We got 2 in a row, right? We had one last month.
Yeah. And we got one, and we
Yeah.
got one more coming in September. See, I'm wearing my Camp Crystal Lake shirt. So
Yes.
happy Jason Day,
Very
everybody.
appropriate.
Remember, Jason loves you until he kills you.
And he still loves you.
Okay. And he still loves you.
Who
Okay,
loves you,
so
baby?
anyways, is March 12th, and let's see what films were released on this date. Well, we got a bunch here. All right, in 1971, The Andromeda Strain.
Ooh.
In 1972, Godzilla versus Gigan. And I've been
Egon?
watching Gigan, and I've been watching a lot of Godzilla lately.
By the way, MZ, let me just real quick cut in. I don't think you have Apple TV, but have you heard anything about Monarch, the show Monarch?
I don't know anything about Monarch.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's
I
the
heard
it's the
about it.
Godzilla show on Apple TV Plus with Kurt Russell.
What do you mean the Godzilla show? What is that?
There is a Godzilla streaming show.
Oh, it streams movies, you mean?
No, it's a streaming series, like show, like 8-episode seasons.
Like Smallville, but with Godzilla. Fuck.
No,
Like-
I'm trying to
like
understand what
Smallville.
Like a
trying to
TV
understand what
series,
you
like
mean.
okay, so Perfect Strangers.
All right, so it's a Godzilla TV series.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sorry. So what did I
Okay.
say? TV show? What did I say wrong?
Yeah.
It's a-
It
it's
didn't
a
make any
What do, you mean,
sense.
what do you mean TV show?
What this boy be
On the
talking about? A
television?
TV show?
Man, you know it's the television.
It's a streaming series called
Yep.
Monarch, and it stars Kurt
Right.
Russell, and his kid is also in it, Wyatt Russell, and Godzilla.
Is Gary Russell in it as well?
Nipsey Russell's in it.
Nipsey
I
Russell. is.
wish.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it, Monarch.
No, I never heard of it. I
Wow.
don't have Apple TV.
Well, I know you don't, but I mean, you're a human being that's online, so I
No,
figured
I'm
you
not.
would have heard.
Well,
Oh, okay, that's
Slow
fair.
it
You're,
down.
yeah,
Slow it down.
he's an alien. All
You're
right, so
giving me way too much credit.
all right, sorry, you did a Godzilla thing, and I brought that up. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. In 1982, there were 3 films released: Parasite with Demi Moore, 3D film; Superstition; and The Slumber Party Massacre.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. 1987, in the UK, Evil Dead 2 was released.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
What?
I've never heard of it either. In 1992, Demonic Toys.
Nice.
Oh,
I
shit.
know you guys love your Charles Band.
Oh
I
yeah.
do love my Charles Band.
Yeah. 1999, The Rage, Carrie 2.
Ha.
That is not. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's. I reviewed it on Letterboxd.
It must be
It's
good
really
then.
not that. It's really not that terrible. You know, it seemed like it would be bad, but it's not.
Was that your review? It's really not that terrible.
No. It was. I'm a little bit more in depth about it. It's. If you've never seen it, check it out. 1999, Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. 2001, The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra.
Ha. Yep.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, right. 2004, Secret Window. In 2010, Suicide Girls Must Die. Also in 2010, Unaware. In 2011, The Innkeepers. I just watched this
Oh,
about
nice.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just watched this again about 3 weeks ago. I still like it.
Yeah, that's good. With our buddy Ty West.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. My name's Ty. Ty West. All right. In 2012, Evidence. In 2013,
Hated
we
it.
reviewed this film, Big Ass Spider.
Yeah, boy.
2018, another film that we didn't review, but we did see it collectively, The Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We did like a
And-
preview of it because we
No,
got
we
to.
saw the-
Yeah,
Oh,
what I mean
you,
on the.
you mean an early preview? Yeah.
Yeah, on the
At
show.
the Shawnee Film Festival.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
As like a preview. It wasn't a review. It was like a preview.
We didn't review it.
And
But didn't we
2000
go see that and then went right to record at the studio?
yeah.
Did we?
I think so.
So we went and
Damn,
we
I
got
don't even
dinner,
remember that.
and then we went and saw the flick, and I think we hung out with the Ranger.
Jeremy Holm, yeah. We did get to meet him, yeah.
A couple times we hung out with the Ranger, didn't we?
I don't know if we hung out with him, but like
But we were near each other.
We met him and talked to him for a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but I
walked
don't
by
even
us.
remember that. And also in 2019, Snatchers. Okay, so all right, we're gonna move on to some bloody birthdays. And there's a lot of fucking going on. So
Jesus Christ.
Buckle up.
there's a whole lot of fucking going on.
Dreepy Wilcock in the house.
There's a whole lot of fucking going on. Okay.
Shake, rattle, and fuck.
All right. 1976, Xavier Hutter, who starred in Flashback. 1970, happy birthdays, by the way, to Troy Winbush from
That's not real.
1970. Why can't it be real?
What was Troy Winbush in?
He was an actor in A Light in the Darkness, Backwoods, as well as episodes of The Golden Years, Tremors, and American Horror Story. 1968, Aaron Eckhart, who starred in The Wicker Man 2006, Incarnate, Suspect Zero, Slaughter of the Innocents, and I, Frankenstein. 1960, Jason Begg appeared in One Missed Call, The X-Files 1998, the X-Files TV series, Monkey Shines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Monkey Shines.
Yeah. It's been a while, though.
Yeah. 1963, Jake Weber, who appeared in Dawn of the Dead, the remake, The Cell, Chained, The Beach House, The Haunting of Molly Hartley, Wendigo, and American Gothic, the TV series. Okay, here's one. 1953, happy birthday, Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Who appeared in Jersey Shore Massacre, Haunted Trailer, Sorority Party Massacre, Bloody Bible Camp, Terror Firmer, Voodoo, Poultrygeist, Girls Gone Dead, Chillerama, and Zombiegeddon. 1952, the legend Rich Cause, also known as Svengoolie, the horror host in Chicago.
Get him on Shudder.
Yeah. Fuck you, Chicago. He's no longer on the air.
1951, Karen Kay, yeah baby, appeared in Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings, Monster Squad, and Satan's Princess. 1946, here's a titan for you. This is a titan. Dean Cundy,
Yep.
cinematographer for Jurassic Park, Tales from the Crypt, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, The Thing, Halloween 2, Halloween, Escape from New York, Psycho 2, The Fog, and dozens others. 1946, here's a titan for me. The legendary Frank Welker, who is the voice of Fred in Scooby-Doo, as well as Scooby himself. But to me, of course, he's best known as the voice of Megatron in the Transformers.
Transformers?
So,
Fuck.
yeah. I met the man too. Nice guy.
Yeah.
And so many other shows. I mean, if you were a fan
Oh,
of Sunbow or cartoons from 1980, whatever the fuck, to probably 2000s, you heard this cat. Like,
Oh,
right?
all you've had to do is just watch a single cartoon of anything from the 70s or 80s, and you've heard
Right.
him. Just a single episode of anything, and I guarantee you've heard his voice.
Legendary, brother.
Legend, absolutely. So he's 80. He turns
Wow.
80
He's still with
today.
us, huh? Is he still with us?
Yep.
He really
Oh
is
yeah.
alive?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Him and Peter Cullen, they're still together. They're still doing cons. And I'll never. When I went to go meet them back in 2017, I was talking with Frank, and I said, everyone talks. We had to be quick too, but I was like, everybody talks about your Megatron and all these other voices that you do. My favorite voice that you did on the Transformers was Mirage, and he had to think. He went through his Rolodex. He's like, and he just starts talking like Mirage, and there's a picture of me. I fucking
Oh, I remember that
lose
picture.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Yeah,
photo.
I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I lost my shit when he did that.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I didn't ask him to do it. He just did it.
Yeah.
And I was honored. Absolutely.
He still charges
honored.
20 more bucks. He's like, that's 20 more bucks, asshole.
Actually, meeting him and everything else was free. Didn't
Really?
cost us a dime. No.
Yeah, that helps him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hasbro footed the bill for their appearance.
I wanted to ask you about one voice actor, MZ. Do you know Corey Burton?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw he did Spike Witwicky, Brawn, Sunstreaker.
Yep.
Well, he's done a bunch. Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Corey Burton, I recognize the name because he does a lot of Star Wars stuff. Like he does the voice of Cad Bane, who's got a very fucking like memorable voice. So he's still doing stuff. He does a lot of stuff for Star Wars, and he does a lot of stuff. Like it looks like he's doing like Mickey Mouse, Phineas and Ferb, Fantastic Four, animated. But yeah, he does a bunch of Star Wars stuff. He's still going strong. He's got still has a great voice.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, up here, late June, there's going to be a Comic-Con, toy and Comic-Con, and Dan Gilvezan is going to be here. And I'm like,
okay.
oh,
Bumblebee,
he's
right?
going to be he's the voice of Bumblebee, and he's going to be up here in Augusta, late June, and I'm like, I gotta go. I have to go. I gotta meet this guy. I got a poster with 4 signatures on it. Time to get a 5th.
He does Bumblebee, Hotspot, Scamper, Goldbug, and a bunch of other like just random characters like football player, security guard.
Hey, remember when you played the security guard?
Dude, you were dope as linebacker number 2, bro.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. 1944, Ariel Levy, assistant director to Scream and Scream Again, Cry of the Banshee, Countess Dracula, Hands of the Ripper, and Nothing But the Night. 1933, Donald Webster appeared in the TV movie The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, good movie, and an episode of Out of This World. 1928, Robert Painter, director of photography for The Nightcomers, The Final Conflict, An American Werewolf in London, Curtains, Michael Jackson's Thriller, Scream for Help, and The Little Shop of Horrors. 1928, George Delerue, composer for The Legend of Doom House. Georges Delerue. Composer for The Legend of Doom House. 1921, William Baghdad, actor in She-Freak, The Astro Zombies, and Blood Orgy of the She-Devils.
Yeah, it's good.
all camp. Those three movies are complete camp. She Freak I saw maybe 3 years ago for the first time, and it's pretty crazy. 1905. Oh, and finally 1905, Takashi Shimura, who appeared in Godzilla, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla Raids Again, Mothra, and Gorath. So happy birthday, one and all.
Yes.
Yeah, typecast, wasn't he?
Happy birthday. You're typecast
Yeah.
as a drunk and a smoker.
Asshole number 2.
Asshole number 2. I'm an asshole.
Oh God.
All right, so MZ, thank you for the this day in horror history and bloody birthdays. And let's see, we got a couple of trailers that we're gonna check out. You guys want to do some coming attraction reactions?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
You don't sound very excited.
That's fun. Why are you putting your hat on? You
Yeah, he's
get
gonna
down to business?
Yeah, he's like fucking Stallone in
Stallone.
and Over the Top. He's gonna.
I love you, Wolfie.
Stallone wears his hat backwards.
Oh,
dickheads.
yeah, I was gonna say you should turn it around to watch the trailer.
Yeah, don't wear it. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Over the
Who
top,
the fuck
baby.
knows now?
Amazing.
Down to business.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Take your screenshots now.
All right, so we're gonna check out the trailer. This just dropped. I think it was yesterday. I think actually. Yes, this trailer dropped yesterday. This is one of my most anticipated films of the year, and let me just pull up the info here real quick because I want to make sure I get this info right. So this film stars Adam Scott, who you may know from Severance as Mark Scout or Mark S. And he also well known for, he was also in Krampus, and most known probably as Parks and Rec as Ben Wyatt. But pretty much, I think everyone pretty much knows who he is. Like, he's very recognizable. So anyways, he's starring in this film Hokum, which is directed by Damien McCarthy. And Damien McCarthy is a director we've done, I think, all of his feature films. He did Caveat back in 2020, and he did Oddity in 2024. Oddity being one of the best movies of that year, I believe, from if I recall correctly, from some of us, maybe not all of us, but from some of us at least.
Yeah.
Let me fix Raven Shadow's camera before we do this. I don't know why it does that. I'm still trying to figure that out.
The small thing?
Yeah. It's a grower, not a shower, Raven Shadow.
All the small things. Was that a song? Who's that? That was those fucking guys.
Like Blink 182 or something?
Oh yeah, Blink 184 or something, yeah.
I just said Blink 182. You're like Blink 184
Hell, I raised you.
or something.
I'm gonna
I raised you too.
I raised you too, dude.
All right.
Now they have a keyboardist.
So yeah, this film's coming out May 1st in theaters, and we'll be doing it on the show eventually when this hits VOD. But yeah, let's take a watch and a listen, and let's check out the trailer for Hokum. All right, Neon.
First time in Ireland.
Ireland.
Folks came here for their honeymoon. Always wanted to come back.
Well, that fucking
Why
guy.
didn't they?
That's what I said. Adam Scott.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
I don't know if you've noticed,
Party
but there
down,
are some oddballs walking around this place.
There are worse things than strangers out there, Yank.
Step Brothers.
One of the members of staff is missing.
What about the honeymoon suite?
It's always locked.
I'm getting a weird feeling.
All right. I don't want to see anymore.
You getting a weird feeling?
Something feels off.
No, I'm not scared. I want to see it.
Jesus.
Ah,
I can't find a way out. I keep hearing something. I think there's someone down here. Can you hear me?
Get me out of here, man!
Oh, shit. Oh, it looks so good.
Okay. There's a couple of jump scares in there that look like they could be effective once the film starts rolling. But you know what? The thing is, Caveat and Oddity, those two films have made my top 13. So this should be really interesting. And already the tone is set in this trailer, and I'm fired up for this one.
Yeah. It just looks so creepy. Like I feel like and I'm not trying to put him in the same like sentence or the same like thought as like Guillermo del Toro, but I feel like Damien McCarthy with the three films that I guess the two films and this, he has a very distinct style, and you can see his artistic style. Like when you see a Guillermo del Toro film, typically you can see his hand in the character's creation. And in this, I feel like those little figurines that were in there, I don't know if that was like a clock or something. They had that vibe of like the bunny from Caveat, or like the stone golem from Oddity. Like I feel like you can get a feel for his artistic style, and I like that.
I know what you mean, because as soon as they showed the little
figurine
boy
thing
on the clock,
yeah,
or whatever it is, and the face, and it's like smiling, but the eyes are shifted over to the side.
Yep.
There's something really eerie and uncomfortable about that, and I think that's going to be his carryover to all of his films. Are these trinkets, these inanimate objects that somehow are more terrifying than anything that most people could come up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the style. That looks really fucking creepy and amazing. And he's also, if I'm not mistaken, I think Caveat took place in Ireland. I know Oddity did, and this one is as well. So I like that he's able to sort of keep it in his home country as well. Whether or not they filmed it there, I don't know, but at least that's where the narrative takes place, and it's funny because while we all probably know a little bit something about Ireland, it still feels like a country like I've never been there. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but it feels like it's almost like it feels like a fantasy land, like in a way where like, because the Irish have like the concept of like the Fae, and it's not just them, but Irish, it's very like present in Irish folklore. So I feel like a lot of things can happen in the in the sort of like deep woods of Ireland. So it makes for a cool setting.
Right.
And they have the Lucky Charms.
especially when it has, especially where it's constantly overcast. You
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
any sun. It reminds me of Coco D Coco Day when
Oh
we
yeah,
reviewed that
yeah, yeah.
film, and it just had that deep in the woods, overcast sky with trees all over the place, and it just felt very, very uncomfortable. And that's what it's doing here. And also, I I mean, even the structures of the building, you see a person outside, standing around outside, and it almost looks like the building from Oddity.
Oddity. Yeah,
It,
yeah. I
I,
thought so.
I got some Oddity vibes out of that, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, maybe they filmed in the same spot. I doubt that, but it sure as hell
Yeah,
felt like
possible.
it.
Yeah, it's possible. But yeah,
I mean,
that.
first of all, Wolfie, I think you would know if we've been to Ireland at this point in our history together.
Well, I mean, you guys didn't know I went to the UK apparently, so.
Oh, that's
We had
true. That's
no,
weird.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah. I'm still trying to process that.
Right? I was thinking about that too. All right. Well, fair. But it was funny. I was talking to Marion about Ireland last night when we were hanging out, and was saying you know what? It's just dope mysticism and mythology and legend and shit. But right now, Ireland, they're pretty much fucking staying out of shit. They're okay. I mean, granted, there was some problems in the past, but there's not a lot of bombing going on over there right now, and Ireland could be
I think there's
safe,
none.
right?
Yeah,
There's no more bombing.
No, I don't
Like
think
car
I don't
bombs
think
and shit.
Ireland's being bombed right now. The only
No,
people,
but
the only
remember,
thing
there
that
was
are
the car
getting
bombs.
bombed in Ireland are the people.
Nice. That's a fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a what do you call that? Not stigmatism, a stereotype.
Yeah.
Don't mean it ain't true, but no. But remember there was that movie with Brad Pitt, the Irish car bombs and shit. They kind of calmed down now, right? With those problems.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should go and find out.
Yeah, not Italian. Go now.
An Italian man in Ireland.
Yeah, you can't.
Speaking of Italian, Raven Chow, did you see Team Italy beat the Team USA in World Baseball
yeah,
Classic?
Dude. Fucking bellissimo.
Did you see? Did you see what their celebration is?
No.
They drink espresso and they kiss each other's cheeks like they do like the kiss on each cheek thing.
Oh yeah.
That's
the kiss of death.
That's their whole.
The kiss of death.
Is that what it's called? Okay, well that's their home run celebration.
Oh, dude.
And they wear a jacket. I can't remember what the jacket was, but
no, actually that's not really. I mean, that is in mafia ties. Raven Shadow knows, but when I worked with the Italians, at the Italian invasion at Chiller 15, 16 years ago, kiss on each cheek.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
customary.
that's like the. I mean, yes, that is in allegedly in the mafia that might be a thing. Fredo, you betrayed me. But no, but it's also the European thing. I mean, we should do that next time we're all together. That'd be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
Why?
Can you imagine getting kissed by Raven Shadow? Jesus Christ.
Come here.
Get over here.
Get over here. Kiss your nana goodbye. Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Like you kiss me.
Let's do another coming attraction reaction. And let's see. All right. Yeah, so let's do this one here. And this is a trailer from a director we've done one film from before, and that director is Alice Mayo McKay, who is an Australian director, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're Australian. And the film that we did was Bad Girl Boogie. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
So we did that a couple years ago, and
I think that was a wasn't that recommended by Rachel?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe you're right. And this is the latest film from Alice Mayo McKay, and the name of the film is The Serpent's Skin. And Alice tends to Alice is trans, and that tends to be what I think most of their films are about. So this one seems to have an interesting premise, but we'll just watch the trailer and then we'll talk about it. So this is trailer for The Serpent's Skin.
This is it. We call the place the Bates Motel. Hey, Danny. This is my little sister.
It's nice to have you here.
I'm in a desperate state.
I saw the sign out front about the job.
Gosh, all of us, now! Is this it? You got a safe?
I saw what you did yesterday. You popped him.
I gotta say.
I came here looking for you. I'll teach you about what we are, and you can teach me.
I wanna know if I can love you. Be my baby. Won't you be?
We're all still in hiding, still afraid to show ourselves, as if the witch hunters are still onto us.
They are. They've just changed their names. You finally got your Ouroboros.
I did, yeah.
I felt something. I finally found real love, and something horrible inside of me starts to starve. What if I took some horrible hidden part of myself, put it in that tattoo? I feel like this thing's been inside of me my whole life. Something horrible inside of me starts to starve.
Calm, Anna.
All right.
Okay.
Serpent
All right.
Skin.
Well, before I continue, I just want to say that when I mentioned Rachel, we're talking about Rachel. She's the host of the Zombie Girls podcast, and her crew, I have no doubt, will be talking about this film in the upcoming months.
And don't forget More Deadly podcast as well.
Yes, More Deadly. Yes. Both worthwhile shows. I strongly urge you listen to them. And this one is sexy. It's definitely got a vibe going for it. There's definitely the as it says in the early reviews, how it's like a Buffy and the Craft and what the hell is the name of that show? Charmed, and so it's got a little bit of that going. It's got like a 90s vibe to it, actually.
Dude.
Yeah, I see that totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
I totally felt like a 90s indie, fucking Love in a 45, that kind of fucking stuff with like a modern day lens. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's got that going for it, and who knows? We may review it on here. Who knows? We don't know yet, but I'm willing to take a look at it. I remember liking the other
Bad
films,
Girl Boogie.
so, Bad Girl Boogie.
Maybe
that
a potential crossover opportunity.
Well, it's been a while since we've had zombie girls on our show. So
it has. It's been a while since we've had like anyone, I think.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's running away from us.
I just, you guys know things have been a little crazy, so I haven't even booked anyone really.
No, for sure.
But yeah, I think it looks interesting, and yeah, I think you guys are right about the sort of 90s. I think we're getting a little bit of a 90s revival, because now a lot of the people making films grew up in the 90s. So, because I think we'll talk about it in the film discussion today. For Whistle, definitely, I think there is some 90s vibe going on there. So, this looks interesting. I think the thing about it that really struck me is that it looks like Alice Mayo McKay is getting a bit more of a unique style. And the cinematography and the lighting look really good. Not to say that Bad Girl Boogie looked bad, but I feel like it's just sort of the craft is evolving, you know. So I think it looks interesting, and you know, she always tends to work in some some sort of interesting supernatural elements, and it looks like there's some of that going on here with different powers or abilities and such. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool.
I remember when we watched Bad Girl Boogie. At first, I wasn't too sure about it.
Yeah.
This I remember about is that I wasn't too sure about where this was going, and then ultimately I started to like it. And I did give it a pass. I did give it a treat, and it should be viewed. We'll see. We'll see what happens here with the serpent skin. I'm interested.
Yep. All right, there you go. That is our coming attraction reactions, and now we'll start to wind this down so we can hit the break and then come back and talk about Whistle. So, and Evil Corny asks, do they say "I knew it was you, Frito" when during the Italian WBC team when they do the kiss? They might. I don't know.
Frito.
Frito? Frido?
Frido.
Frido?
Yeah,
wait, is that? Wait, is that?
It was you, fried dough.
Oh,
you gave
I
me the
love
cholesterol.
Man, I haven't had fried dough in years.
You gave me
We
cholesterol.
should get some fried dough, dude.
I knew it was you, fried dough with extra confectionery sugar.
Yeah. You gave me those extra pounds, you fuck.
I couldn't get the shirt off my blouse for a week. I don't. All right, so if you guys want to help support the show for comedy like that, please.
It's much better when you pay for it.
Yeah, if you guys start paying, we'll come up with better jokes. We'll invest in the jokes.
You guys want to laugh at our jokes? You got to pay. That way we can both laugh.
Hey, we got your money.
So head on over to patreon.com/trickortreatradio and sign up, and you can join and start supporting for as little as $2 a month. If you guys want, get into the higher tiers, and then if you get into the highest tier, you can get your own Patreon takeover. And what that means is you get to choose 2 films for us to discuss on the show. And if you would like, you can come be a guest co-host for that entire episode. And we'll have a little bit more information about a Patreon takeover coming next week. Well, the takeover is next week. You'll hear about the films and who it'll be in just a little while.
Don't tell me.
Okay, I won't. You told me not to tell you. So we'll mention that after the film discussion. We got a Patreon takeover coming up next week, and we got one scheduled, I think, in April. We're just waiting for one film to get a release, and then that one will be scheduled as well. So yeah, you guys should check it out. Patreon.com/trickortreatradio. And if you can support for free as well, if you want, you can just go support, and then occasionally we'll send out offers for like discounted, months or whatever if you're inclined to do that. And then also we put out a Patreon exclusive episode every month, and you guys can check that out. And those get released just on Patreon. They won't be released anywhere else. So just a bonus episode. And we try to do it different from the weekly show. So it's something a little bit different from what we normally do, just to give, some variety. So you're not just hearing an additional hour of the weekly show. We do something a little bit different over there. So give it a look. Consider supporting. We'd appreciate any and all support. And we appreciate all the support we've gotten so far. So thank you all if you're a Patreon supporter. All right. The other ways you can support, you can head on over to trickortreatradio.com, And then there, scroll down on the main page, look for the Amazon logo, click it. It's going to bring you to Amazon. It's going to input our affiliate link, and everything you purchase in that session, we get a tiny little cut. So it's another way to help us, to support us. And also on trickortreatradio.com, click on store. You can find the digital store, and you can buy the greatest hits of Trick or Treat Radio volumes 1 through 3. It's a little sampler of the early years of the show. So go ahead, give those a look, and any and all support is appreciated. You know what's also appreciated is when Raven Shadow leads us into break.
Oh, shit. And or temptation. But we do have a quick coffin corner to mention. MZ, I'm going to need some participation from you. The amazing actress, she was in some sitcoms. She was in Ghostbusters. Help me out. Or not.
Oh, Jennifer Runyon.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jennifer Runyon. She passed away. Still don't know what caused this, but she was only 65 years old.
Yeah.
And she was, for those who don't know, Jennifer Runyon, she was the girl who was doing the ESP test with Peter Venkman at the beginning of the film.
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
8 o'clock? I was just going to say, 8 o'clock?
And she was also in Charles in Charge. And,
yes, first season.
Yep. And she was everywhere for a long time, for a little while anyway, I should say. Then I guess she retired from acting. Oh, she was also Cindy Brady in A Very Brady Christmas. She played Cindy Brady. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't get everyone on some of those.
No, they never did get everyone for any of these reunion shows. They never did. They got Leia Ayres playing Marcia on the Bradys. They got Jennifer Runyon to play Cindy Brady instead of Susan Olsen. And they got and of course the earliest is during the Brady Bunch Variety Hour when they got Jerry Rochelle to replace Eve Plum as Jan. They always got the guys though. The guys they were always there, but none of the girls. The girls always kind of like were having their own little thing going on. And I always loved Jennifer Runyon. I wish she never disappeared from the acting cycle.
I thought I was going to say, I wish she never died.
Well, I wish
that too, I'm sure, but yeah.
But I mean, and the one thing that I always noticed about her, though, and you may have guys may have noticed this, it's the cutest little thing about her, and I always loved it. She had this little scar right above her upper lip.
Yeah.
It was very pronounced. You could see it from like a mile away, but it was just a cute little, like maybe third of an inch scar on her upper lip. And I don't know. To me, I always thought that was just so cute and adorable and all that other stuff. And it was a shame that she left, but sometimes acting, just doesn't pay the bills and you want to take care of other things, you got other interests. But shame about Jennifer Runyon. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, she was in I didn't recognize the name immediately, but then looking her up, I can see. I mean, she was in you guys mentioned a lot of them, but like she was in a pretty good amount of stuff that we would have seen. So also Carnosaur.
Yes.
Oh,
1993.
Yeah,
Carnosaur.
I would, if they're making a new Carnosaur, I would totally be in it. If they're, I would.
Roger Corman's answer to Jurassic Park.
Yeah. All right, Raven Chow, continue.
So I mean, we have one end of the spectrum, but there's two more additions to the bloody birthdays today, and one of them would be a good brother from another podcast, the mighty El Goro. Had a birthday today. And Patreon supporter, longtime friend of the show, and all-around super dope guy from the West Coast, Joshua Libre, had a birthday today, all day, baby. So with the passing of a beautiful, lovely, talented actress, celebrating the birthday.
Also, one other birthday. I think it was last week, actually. So I don't know if you guys mentioned it. I forget the day. But our friend of the show, Rocky, a.k.a. No Man, had his birthday.
Fuck yeah, dude. A couple days ago, Rocky, happy birthday, buddy. I talked to Rock today, and we talked about some social D. What?
Also, this is, I don't even know if he listens to the show all the time, but he's been he's a big part of all of our lives, and that's my brother, Psycho Patrick.
Yes.
He had his birthday on March 7th, so not just a little less than a week ago. So yeah, lots of awesome birthdays.
Yeah.
So MZ, when was the fucking to have birthdays?
That would have to be around Flag Day. So for my birthday, a lot of people.
Flag. Yeah, people were celebrating MZ's birthday. That's why.
Yeah.
And they would get in there. That's fair because
they were
he's older than all of them.
They were planting their flags for sure.
Oh shit! Happy Flag Day. So you better believe, as you know, you don't want to be at half-mast, and you want to elongate on that special day. So you better believe their parents had to strap on.
Guests of Trick or Treat Radio stay at the luxurious Raven Chateau, located on the back roads of beautiful Leicester, Massachusetts. Enjoy the wonderfully half-manicured lawn as well as roomy parking in the street. Enjoy fine dining in our antique home-style kitchen with all the Uncrustables and Rolling Rock you can consume, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Sleep in our beautiful twin beds with our unique cat hair, dog hair blend pillows, accompanied with our special DC, Marvel, and X-Pac motif throughout. And for a limited time, if you say Bombaleo when checking in, you'll receive 15% off your next stay. The Raven Chateau, where quality matters, and home to the world's largest urinal.
Hey, you matzo heads. This is Larry Fine, and you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
See ya! Help me! Somebody help me! Torpedo!
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
I'm treading water!
You got it! Never play around water alone.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
I'm tired of candy, tired of gum, tired of hunger, and food that's no fun. I'm tired of pretending I don't like spaghetti, but school lunch keeps me roaring ready and rock steady. Pizza, spaghetti, burgers.
With Chow Daddy in your school cafeteria, it's the fun place to be for lunch.
Desserts.
Prolonged exposure to Trick or Treat Radio may result in one or more of the following ailments: dry cough, wheezing, runny nose, loss of teeth, ingrown toenails, jaundice, ear hair, fallen arches, scabs, warts, whelps, abscesses, bloody stool, whitening of the gums, blurred vision, Hottentot bustle, excessive earwax buildup, collapsed lungs, alcoholism, Lou Gehrig's disease, shrunken testicles, severe acne, vertigo, clubbed feet, weight gain, weight loss, flared nostrils, swelling of the anal glands, urinary burning, protruding tail, kidney failure, and inverted nipples. If you suffer from any of these physical problems, seek professional medical assistance immediately.
And it is time for our feature presentation.
A freaking double feature. What the fuck?
A freaking film. Our feature presentation, our feature film discussion. And that is the film Whistle. Whistle, Raven Shadow. Go ahead, do it. I didn't say play the butt trumpet. It sounded like you were. All right, so let's talk about Whistle.
Yep.
And this film is from 2025. Well, festivals in 2025. It's always weird how they do that. Like, I guess that's technically when it was released, but it wasn't available to the public until 2026. So, I don't know. Anyways, Whistle from 2025, 2026, rated R. It is 100 minutes. And interesting subgenres. It's listed as body horror, folk horror, slasher horror, splatter horror, supernatural horror, teen horror. All those horrors. And directed by Corin Hardy and written by Owen Edgerton. And the film stars Daphne Keane, Sophie Nélisse, Sky Yang, Jaleel Swabi, Ali Scoveby, I don't know how you say that. It's a weird name, Skovbye. Scoveby.
Ska boy.
And Percy Hines White, who I know, like, I was trying to think what I've seen him in, and then I realized that he was in Wednesday, the Netflix show Wednesday. You've seen that, right, MZ?
Yeah.
Okay, did you recognize him from that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, he was in something else.
Pay attention, dude.
Oh yeah, he was in a film we did in 2018 called Our House. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
Oh, in the middle of our street?
That's the one.
That's good.
No, Our House was... Oh, yeah. Okay, it was a little weird. A young genius accidentally invents a device that amplifies the paranormal activity within his family's house, possibly bringing back the spirits of loved ones and unleashing things far worse. I think it was just okay. But yeah, all right, so that's the cast, and the synopsis for this film goes something like this. A misfit group of unwitting high school students stumble upon a cursed object, an ancient Aztec death whistle. They discover that blowing the whistle and the terrifying sound it emits will summon their future deaths to hunt them down. I feel like that's a lot of info right there.
Yeah. Is it right?
Class? So there you go. All right. Well, first of all, let me talk about Corin Hardy real quick. And he did a film back in 2015 called The Hallow, which I think we generally really enjoyed, and was showed a lot of promise as a director. And then we got nothing until 2018's The Nun, which wasn't great. It was okay. And then nothing until 2025. So yeah, I don't know what, well, actually I do know what the holdup was, or part of the holdup. And it might relate to part of this movie. But before I get into that, I just wanted to also mention he did several episodes of Gangs of London, the TV show from Gareth Evans of the Raid fame. And he also, I think prior to getting in as a director, I'm pretty sure he was like a creature maker. I think I don't know if he did it for film. I think he might have just done it on his own. But yeah, that's what he was kind of known for. But as a director, he did some music videos as well. He did a video for The Prodigy. You guys know the band Prodigy, right?
Yeah.
Which actually they had a song in this movie. So that makes sense. Yeah, but he's
The
done
soundtrack was interesting.
yeah, but he's done a few music videos, and now he's into film. But the I think part of why he had such a long layoff from in between films was he was set to direct the Crow remake in like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. The one with Jason Momoa. So he was supposed to direct that. It just didn't happen. It, like as we know, it was in development hell and fell through, and it just never came to fruition. But yeah. So I had wondered, Ravenshaw, do you think there was a connection to this movie because of that?
Dude,
The Revenger?
yes, 110%. Yes, I fucking did. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that as we go. But that was a comic made for this movie, right? Like,
oh, for sure, for
Okay.
sure. I mean, I think Slade Wilson, Deathstroke's daughter, does go by Revenger, but whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but still, that was clearly inspired by, Eric Draven.
Totally. And
or Lobo too. in a
right,
sense.
right. Yeah, it's almost kind of a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm looking here. I found an article. I just looked it up, and there's an article on a site called filmstories.co.uk, and it says Whistle and its nod to the Crow reboot we'll never see. So yeah, it says director Corin Hardy never got to make the Crow reboot he worked on for years, but he does reference it in his new horror movie Whistle. So it is okay, yeah. Because I saw that, I was like, whoa! Like, and there's even a scene where Rel, the character of Rel, who was dressed as the Revenger, was sitting on a roof while it was raining, and the rain is coming down his face, and I couldn't help but think of Eric Draven.
110%, 110%. So that's cool. That's cool, and it fit in seamlessly. But it was like, oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing something there. And as an aside, I'm so glad that didn't happen.
I think that I still haven't seen the one with Bill Skarsgård, but I just feel like that the Corin Hardy, Jason Momoa, I think would have been pretty fucking cool.
Yes and no. I think I just didn't think it was needed.
It wasn't needed. It wasn't, but it would have been better than like the Crow City of Angels or whatever the fuck, any of the other Crow stuff.
I do agree. I did see some test footage of Momoa like in an alley.
Yeah.
His death metal hair is all down.
Yep.
But again, I think he's too big for Draven. But whatever. He's going to be Lobo, and all is right with the cosmos.
Yeah. Yeah, here it says Corin Hardy was with the project from 2014 until June 2018, when the film was weeks away from beginning its shoot in Budapest. And then
Budapest, wow.
That says then reportedly due to creative differences, Hardy and Momoa both left the production. And Corin Hardy wrote, "We came so close, but sometimes when you love something so much, you have to make hard decisions. And yesterday, deciding it was time to let go of this dark and emotional dream project was the hardest decision of all." So, yeah. Apparently he has a strong connection to the Crow. It's like, it's like something he really was, like a passion project that he said that was my kind of superhero. I grew up on James O'Barr's graphic novel and the Alex Proyas movie. And he said, as an art student and teenager and heavy metal fan, so when I got the chance to do the Crow, it was first of all very no. Part of me was like, well, no one should do the Crow. It's a sacred thing. But James O'Barr's graphic novel was the key to me taking that on, putting a few long years into that movie. So he says, Whistle, and then it goes on to say, Whistle, due for release in UK cinemas, is a delightfully nasty saga. It sees a group, and it just talks about the movie. I don't need to mention that, but it says it says Rel is often seen reading a comic book called Revenger, who's a distinctly familiar-looking supernatural vigilante. And then it says, as he dresses up as the character wearing a long coat, face paint, and when asked whether the Revenger is Hardy's nod to the Crow, he concedes that it was. He says, "You're the first to notice, so congratulations," he says. Rel is a kind of outsider comic book nerd. He's basically me when I was 14 or 15.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna get into that, but and that's cool. And again, just don't make it Eric Draven.
Oh, and it says,
Anybody else but Eric Draven.
Hardy then revealed that, as originally written, Rel was imagined as a fan of the Green Lantern comics. So,
Can we hang out with this guy?
Corin Hardy says, "I'm not a massive Green Lantern fan, so my initial instinct was, oh, can he be the Crow, actually?" I think that fit the film better, the tone of the film. So,
Although I kind of want to see him at, but yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's much more rock and roll, and we're gonna get into some of that.
Yeah.
Stuff
All right.
As we go forward. But
yeah,
that's
as Corny
cool.
as
That's
Corny points out, he says, "Y'all are losing MZ." When Comic Talk goes on for more than 3 minutes, MZ just glazes over.
We totally talked about fucking the Transformers fucking voice motherfucker for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
But that's cool.
And it was relevant to the movie. We were talking about something relevant to the movie. But all right, let's go with some first impressions of the film Whistle. MZ, why don't you kick us off?
Well, I'll kick it off by adding on to what you guys are talking about here. And I've never seen The Crow. I've never seen anything.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I've never seen anything related to The Crow ever. No interest. Zero. None. And
So
to
this is the
this
guy
day,
who
I
had
still
no
haven't.
interest in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yeah. It's
That's right.
not a comic book
That's
movie,
right.
dude. It's not a comic
I don't
book
care.
movie.
I don't care.
It's definitely more horror, I think. More horror action than comic, yeah.
It's got fucking Candyman in it.
I do not care.
It's got heroin.
I don't care.
It's got heroin.
Heroin, please. I could go to your house and see heroin.
Jeez, wow.
Fuck you, dude. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
But the one thing I did want to notice is what's his name? Red?
Rel.
In the film?
Rel. Yeah.
Rel. I mean, is that part of the reason why he has a rather Asian ethnicity to him?
I think his parents are probably Asian.
To kind of ground that. Well, you wouldn't know because we don't see any parents in this movie at all. Well, no, actually, that's not true. We do see one, but
thank you.
But you don't know that. You don't see that. But do you think that maybe because of the connection there might be? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Do you think he loved Brendan Lee so much he became Asian?
Yeah, he became Asian.
So
How
yeah,
do you become Asian?
kids are getting elementary school kids are getting gender reassignments now. They're going to be getting fucking nationality reassignments. Like,
yeah. I went to study hall. Now I'm a fucking bird. I only speak American.
I was French Canadian. I came out Hungarian. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm a Hungarian. Oh.
But I don't know. Well, I mean, when you brought the Crow thing, I thought maybe there might have been a connection to, it made sense because the
But it
character
was like it
Rel
was kind of sexy. It was a step cousin, I think he said.
is of Asian descent. So I was
Right.
wondering if there was any connection between the two.
nah.
Okay, but to go on, I'm gonna blow a big hole in the concept of this movie with just one question. In this world of germaphobes and in this world of COVID and just colds and mystery diseases and illnesses, who the hell would put their mouth on a centuries-old relic like a goddamn Aztec whistle?
I would.
Yeah. And he's vegan.
I would. Yeah, and he is. Well, it's not a meat whistle, so.
Jesus Christ.
Meat whistle? Yeah, it's a vegan Aztec death whistle.
Yeah, vegans don't blow meat whistles.
Johnny Wolfenstein and the vegan meat whistles.
Well, all right, MZ. Listen, so I hear what you're saying, but I'm about to smoke something that has ingredients that was in concentration camps, okay?
Jesus Christ.
If for some reason you're still alive, who could figure it?
Look pretty good, too.
but honestly, you got to be nuts to put your lips around something like this.
Jesus
okay?
Christ, this is your first fucking thing.
Yeah, it is. What?
This is like
Wait.
Sisu Wolfie.
When we
Get
were kids, if someone brought a fucking harmonica to school, you would grab that motherfucker and you would put it right up against your fucking lips and you would blow as hard as you could.
And by harmonica, he means penis.
If we were kids, these are not kids in like 10, 11 years old. These are high school kids. Okay, so it's a little bit different.
I don't know, like back then, like it. Yes, in a pre-COVID world, I think anybody would do that. Post-COVID,
but this is not a pre-COVID world.
Well, in the movie, it probably is.
No, it doesn't take it. When does it take place? It doesn't. There's no.
Right,
there's
but
nothing saying when it takes place.
But everything in their world doesn't mean that everything happened in our world happened in their world. You know, we don't have to go with not every movie made after 2020 doesn't have to be a post-COVID world.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But there's no indication saying that it is. So we just assume that it's.
It should say at the beginning, this movie takes place in a pre-COVID world. Enjoy.
Kamala won. Everything's cool.
But to me, that's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Is that it really kind of sets the stage for like some really stupid people. And well, actually, only a couple of stupid people, because only a couple of people blow into this whistle.
That's
no,
funny.
you cannot. No, wait till your turn comes up.
Fuck.
He fucking put the smack down on you.
In the ass, Jesus. He doesn't shut
I just
up.
fucking got jobbed out, dude.
But
You screwed him up, Ravenchild. Nice work.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I just think the whole concept of this film is kind of ruined by this one question. And all right, let's say we go with some people that are willing to ignore that, okay? Which it looks like we're going to have to here. I mean, what you have here is you got a really interesting story, okay? A real cool story. I just feel that it's not taken seriously enough because it involves kids. It involves high school kids. And then it becomes just another not a slasher, but just another teen angst horror film. And a dime a dozen these things are made. And there's nothing new that they offer up, anything, as far as character development goes, character arc, or just what teenagers go through at this time in their lives. There's nothing new involved. Just it becomes sort of bland and by the numbers. But that's what all I'm going to say that for right now. I do have plenty more to say, but I'm going to stop with that.
All right. By the way, Evil Corny, when we were talking about like having oh my God, your like nationality or like your race changed. He says everyone wants to be black until the police show up. I guarantee Raven Shadow would want to be.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here.
And then Corny also says that's a Beyond Meat whistle.
Beyond Meat. That's pretty fucking good.
And
what was that?
A Beyond Meat whistle. blow the beyond the meat whistle. I don't know, something like that.
That would be a dope vegan metal band, dude.
Yeah, or an impossible meat whistle.
Yeah, I'll fucking buy that, dude.
Buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
The vegan meat whistles.
All right, Raven Chow, let's hear your first impression.
So, so just to clarify, fine. I get listen. I put my mouth on a lot of fucking weird things on certain nights.
On certain nights?
But
I don't doubt that.
On every Monday and Thursday?
Listen. You know what I mean?
Especially at the manor when we all
Yeah.
when we all convene to the manor.
Whoa. Yeah, hold on. How many times do people pass around fucking bongs?
That was literally where I was going.
Okay.
Wolfie, was
Sorry
like
to steal you. I'm
around.
sorry to steal your thunder.
But no, it's like you're outside. Like I remember a couple of years ago outside, puff passing on a fucking legalized element, depending on your state or province.
Dimebag Darrell offered me a joint. If I smoked, I would have fucking taken it. I would have taken a hit. That got passed around a huge fucking circle of people.
You told me that story, and when Dimebag Darrell offers you a fucking
I know
bong hit, you fucking take it.
I know.
You know what? Because Jericho told that story when Lemmy fucking offered him a cigarette when he was interviewing him. He's like, I don't smoke, but when Lemmy offers you a cigarette, you fucking smoke a cigarette with Lemmy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I smoked a cigarette with fucking Glenn Fabry, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, you smoke anyway, so
I smoke anyway.
not like you fucking twisted your arm.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, but it's like you pass around a pipe or a joint or whatever the fuck, or like I'm thirsty, want my soda. So that shit happens. I liked the Scooby Gang in this. Yeah, they were like a alternative Breakfast Club WB type cast, but I liked the cast. It's funny, the opening scene of our girl when she was sitting on the roof on a window. Maybe it's me getting older, but I'm like, I'm really worried about the roof fucking tiles right now. Like I was like, don't knock something loose or fall over. It's scary up there. But no, overall, I did like the team. This definitely was inspired by other films, right?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Right? Like,
big time.
I could, as we discuss further, there's 3 that I got definitely nods to in certain scenes. If anything, fuck it. The Faculty, Final Destination, and Flatliners were 3 that came to mind quickly for me. To MZ's point, I like the lack of adults. I mean, we had Nick Frost's character as totally the douchebag teacher, but with the how could he be Asian cousin, like MZ pointed out, and the goth girl, we never saw the mom that owned the house. Parents were definitely not involved, which I kind of dug too. Again, 3 movies in a row. I'm excited to discuss this. I was kind of hung up on, I don't know, other things. They made a movie, and they had great props.
All right.
And I was, all right, sorry. I was a little bit, the rules in the beginning, the first scene we saw in the beginning, and what I expected the rules to be, definitely changed as the film progressed. Like, I'm not sure what the motivation was for blowing this monkey's paw. Because at first, I thought it was like, all right, you're going to get something awesome in return. Like, you blow this and you can win the game.
Yeah, that's been my line for years.
I love you too.
Oh God!
All right, fuck it. I can't beat that. Wolfie, what do you got? Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Oh man.
You fucking nut.
So, I did want to talk about some of the films that influenced this, like you just brought up Raven Shadow, and immediately, as soon as they got detention, boom, Breakfast Club comes to mind, right?
Yes, right.
Yes,
And if you think about it, like they all sort of embody like those stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
Like we have
the goth girl, the loner, the
yeah,
preppy.
Yeah, the prep, the one who wants to succeed. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that, though, basically the stereotypes, and but yeah, that's immediately what I thought. I was like, all right, this is, and then they had the teacher, Nick Frost character in this, and they had to do a project together and stuff. But as I was looking at the IMDb page, there's an article from IMDb that says director Corin Hardy and writer Owen Edgerton share the films that inspired them while inspired them in making The Whistle. And the ones that are listed are The Lost Boys, or The Last Boys.
The Last Boys.
Yeah, it says, so what he says, Corin Hardy says, The Lost Boys is one of my favorite films when I was about 12 to 14 years old. When I read Owen's script, Whistle, that 14-year-old part of me came to life in a way that captured a certain teenage angst and heartbroken romance amid the horror. Lost Boys was such a potent movie for me at that age. The soundtrack, the levity, humor in it, and looks fantastic. So Lost Boys is definitely on my inspirational list for Whistle. I don't think they took direct inspiration from it, but I could see that being like a basis of inspiration, not specific things, Also, Nightmare on Elm Street was one of them.
Some Dream Warriors stuff in there.
Well, this is the original is the one that he calls out.
He's so wrong.
I call it Dream Master more than any of them.
Okay.
I call it Dream, and I'll explain later.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, I love all these films. I love the wild images, the bizarre surrealness, and I just love being reminded we're all being chased down by death one way or another. And that's why they use Nightmare on Elm Street as a reference.
He didn't see Final Destination.
Hold on, I'm not done with the fucking list.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Donnie,
oh my gosh.
Donnie Darko. I thought that was an interesting one.
I could get it with the tone.
Yeah.
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
I could get that.
Okay.
With its tone. Yeah.
Yeah. He says. Corin Hardy says, doing an interview with both of us, you're definitely going to get a lot of similar choices. These are three main touchstone movies on my list. There's Lost Boys, Nightmare on Elm Street, and my third would be Donnie Darko. Not so much horror, but again, it has that weirdness, teenage angst, the feeling of strangeness when you really haven't figured out who you are, whilst also death is coming for you. I wanted to capture a feeling of not existential youth, but like youth in crisis. And so he says that the character Daphne Keene plays in Whistle comes into the movie in a state of crisis, and even though they're being hunted down by death, it's going to sort of help solve her crisis. Next one, Final Destination 3.
Happy Raven Shadow?
Yeah, you happy?
Yeah, but not Flatliners.
I'm not done.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, it's a list of 7 films. I'm on 4. Final Destination 3. I'm not going to read why, because it's obvious, right? Like,
yeah, the whole 9 yards. Is that on there too? What the fuck?
Number 5, The Breakfast Club. Obviously, I don't need to
Training Day.
Read any more into that. Number 6, My Bloody Valentine. Interesting.
My Bloody Valentine.
It says,
wow.
So the writer, Owen Edgerton, says, one of the things I love about My Bloody Valentine and others like The Fog is how they capture the feeling of a town and a community that has something distinct about it. Like there's an industry that keeps this town alive. There's a certain way the church operates or the school operates, and My Bloody Valentine does a great job of that. And also it's leading towards like a moment of celebration. I think Corin and I both love fairs, parks, and anything like that, especially if it's where the town's going to gather for a holiday. I mean, that's Halloween, right? We're going to let it all loose for a holiday of some kind, even build a mini world within our world. I love that.
Is he talking about the remake?
No, 1981.
What? What the hell is he talking about?
I wondered that too, MZ.
Unless the writer got it wrong, I don't know. Like the person who put this article together, maybe they batted the wrong.
Because I know My Bloody Valentine, and I don't recall any of that shit going on. There's none of that going on.
All right, and the last one, it's not what you mentioned, Rim Chow, but it's the Blob.
What the fuck?
He says I could also throw in the Blob from 1988, the one with Kevin Dillon. He says I could also throw in, and these are what inspired them. It's not like that they took direct inspiration. It's just that they inspired them. He says
So
I
they
could
took exact gimmicks from Flatland, but that didn't inspire them at all. That's cool.
no. He says I could also throw in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, throw in the Blob. These are practical effects movies, and there's a series of imaginative, inventive deaths in this film. There was a real big attraction to creating them and then trying to achieve them through a series of mixed styles from prosthetics and animatronics and old school stuff with visual effects. There's a mixture and there's something for everyone. Yeah, I could see that. With the kills from the Blob, I could see that. All right, so that's
talking about the original Blob or the
no,
remake of the Blob?
88 with Kevin Dillon.
The remake, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, there's been many remakes, so that's why I'm just calling that one out specifically. So, all right, well, just get that out of the way because we talked about some of the what we thought was inspiration, and I definitely got a big Breakfast Club vibe early on. So, but no, so this movie it doesn't have a lot of depth, right? Like, I mean, there's not. This is a teenage horror movie, and I would say, we talk a lot about like Fisher Price is my first fucking horror movie. I feel like this is like the teen version of that. Like, all right, you're willing to transition into more gore? Here, check this out to like kind of take the temperature of what someone would think, because this one does have a decent amount of gore. It's not like, it's not full of it. It's not like the bloodiest movie you've ever seen by any stretch.
Yeah.
But this one does have some pretty gnarly kills in it.
Yep.
And it's more than what you would typically get in, like a supernatural film that doesn't have any blood. So I feel like this is kind of that next step up if you want to, you're a horror fan, you're younger, and you kind of want to dip your toe in the water and see if you want some more hardcore stuff. I think this would probably be a pretty good one to do that too. Yeah, go ahead.
And I almost agree with the deaths in this film. There is one death that does stand out, and it is the best death in the film. And
is it the
takes
car?
place in,
the car one?
No, bedroom.
Oh, yeah, but what his future death was going to be.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah.
The bedroom scene, because what they do here, and it really does hinder any suspense, is actually there's two deaths here that no actually I take that back. There's only one, and that is the bedroom scene, where everything has to be accompanied with a soundtrack, or a score, and sometimes having just absolute silence is 10 times creepier than any slow string violin or any other kind of instrument that gives you the illusion that what you're looking at is suspenseful, and it's not. The scene in the bedroom was pitch quiet. There was nothing going on, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. It brought back a time of like early 80s horror where everything doesn't have to be accompanied with some sort of soundtrack or a score. And despite the way I think the death carried itself out with all the CGI that was involved with it, that notwithstanding, it was still a cool death, but the CGI really kind of knocked it back a few points. But the tension that scene brought on before all that played out was awesome. It was beautiful, and that it was the best scene in the entire film. I loved it. That's the way it needs to be done. It can't keep being an MTV, video, with quick edits and and loud music or any music, just silence, dead silence, and it sells it. It's wonderful. Um, what I wanted to say about A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Now, I don't buy into A Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't buy into A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Dream Master is where I got my noticing. Uh, because the very first song that you hear as you see them driving down the street, you hear the Divinyls Back to the Wall. You hear, and that song is played as the first song in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, as well as there is a recreation of the death of Sheila from Part 4. She's the girl in the classroom with the pen. She had the asthma, and Freddy came along, and I'm not going to say what it is because otherwise I'll ruin it in the film here, but she's the girl who has the asthma attack. And that scene is practically recreated right here in this film. So I think Nightmare on Elm Street 4 is a huge influence, more than A Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, I mean, he has Nick Frost playing the role of Mr. Craven. So
right.
So
Yeah.
believe me, that was not lost on me.
Oh, right.
Also, he also took a nod to Paul Verhoeven. If you saw one of the signs on one of the buildings, it was a night shot. I forget what it was. I think they were trying to get into someplace, but there was a sign on it that said Verhoeven on it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I noticed that. But the problem I have with this film, in spite of a couple of really decent kill scenes, and you got a really cool concept. You got a really, really, really cool concept here, is that they don't give you any narrative on this whistle itself, the Aztec whistle itself. There's no backstory. There's nothing involved. And again, I kind of wish they had adults rather than kids playing the roles. I think it would have been taken a lot more serious, actually. I think the whole idea of setting it into a high school cheapens it.
But isn't that the thing where adults would be too smart? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. I should not say that adults should be too smart. But I think I don't know, like, you know what I liked? I liked the scene where the teacher, douchebag Nick Frost in this movie, is like trying to decipher the Mayan text.
Yeah.
And the one girl's with a laptop, and she's like, "Oh, is it MQ?" And she's like, "Shh. Oh yeah, is it this?" He's like, "Oh, I guess you don't need a degree anymore." Like I like that they use technology to get the answer. You know what I mean?
Sure. I just wish
that was
this
kinda cool.
was. I just wish that this was more of a. I just wish that this was not dealing with kids, but maybe scientists.
Scientists.
That's a whole different movie. Like, it'd be cool if like Batman was in this.
Expeditioners
and aliens.
Diggers that dig up.
Diggers.
Diggers, yeah, that dig up. That dig up treasure. Excavators.
Like clam diggers?
That's no.
Why don't we get some workers in a mine shaft?
More seriousness.
Yeah.
So we get some sort of story as to what this Aztec whistle is about.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking cursed object. That's all we need to know.
I'd like to know more.
Who created it? Who's blown this whistle in the past? Who's put their lips around this whistle?
Yeah.
Who else? Who had their lips on this whistle? I want to know.
You could joke.
What did you blow on October 24th?
You could joke all you want, but I'm serious.
I could just see scientists. I just want to blow in it, though. I just want to put it on my lips and I want to blow on it.
Yeah.
But that's
Neil
not very
deGrasse Tyson
scientific
on
of
this.
you,
Okay,
John.
okay. You
John, that's
can
not.
cheapen what I'm saying all you want. You could cheapen. I mean, so long as it's a horror movie that has high school kids, I guess that's what makes you happy. That's fine.
Not really, but
All
I don't
right.
know. I just can't I just can't see it being interesting whatsoever. Like Ravenshaw, you play scientist.
John, look at this whistle I found.
Whoa. Wait, you're asking him to play a scientist?
Yeah.
Dr.
Well, it's
Wolfenstein,
unbelievable. It's
come
unbelievable.
on.
So.
John, I
The
found this.
ejaculate is
I
turning a
found
different
this.
color.
I
I'm
found
not
this
sure.
whistle, John. What would you hear? Let me take a look at it. What would you do with this?
I would use the Bunsen burner.
Why don't you just put your lips around it?
Yeah.
Blow.
I think the scientific equation.
The scientific
to mouth it.
method. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scientific
Really
method is
put
lick it and put your lips around it.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Baby, I'm a
let's
scientist.
hear you say something. Let's hear you guys say something.
We can't top that.
Oh
You
man.
busted.
I mean, I guess if what was that movie? Oh fuck. There's a movie that took place in like the Aztec ruins or something like that. The fuck was that movie called?
Apocalypto.
Was it called The Ruins? Maybe, or
Yeah,
Ruins?
the ruins.
Oh, The Ruins. Yes, from 2006.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Let me just look it up real quick. Like if it took place like where they found it, yeah, it was The Ruins from
Well, that's what I'm
2008.
talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to see
dug up.
scientists. Like The Ruins, like was kids, right? They were going on a holiday, and they went to. Yeah, and they found this
that
fucking
movie.
Yeah, it had Sean Ashmore, Jenna Malone.
Oh yeah. He was in Smallville, wasn't he?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think he fucking
Jenna
was,
Malone
dude.
was. She was supposed to be
Fuck her,
Barbara Gordon, I think.
Oh yeah, but Sean Ashmore, I think he was in 2 roles, or he has twins.
Jesus Christ,
dude, what's up, bro?
All right, so I don't know. I didn't have a problem with this with the setting of this movie. Like, I also think the end, like the kind of like early credits sequence, I thought was actually kind of awesome. But I was like, come on, I want to see more. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about with the girl on stage.
So the mid-credit sequence.
Yeah, I thought it was like early credits. I thought it was.
Oh,
I guess.
but it was during the
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah. You turned it off, Raven Shadow?
I disagree.
Well, at first I kind of like groaned. I was like, that's kind of like, it's kind of funny.
That was kind of
but
cheeseball.
But I that's kind of an awesome thought, right? Like, of that happening and what that means for everybody.
So yes. So I guess I had a struggle with the, what do you call it? The, not mythology, but like the
rules.
Like, yeah, like I get if you blow the wrong thing, something bad might happen to you. But just because your boy blows it doesn't mean it should impact you.
I mean, I kind of agree, but that's just the way that they did it in this, right?
Because that's like asshole magic.
But that way, not everyone had to have their lips touch it, because MZ would get really mad at that.
Well, I agree with you, Raven Shadow. You're right.
Thank you.
mean, I think the idea of anybody who's within earshot of hearing this thing is doomed to a horrible death, and that's a little bit too wide of a
net.
of a danger
It's too
zone.
wide of a net, right?
It is.
It
It is. But then
It's
again,
not
at the same
fair.
time, it's also kind of stupid. But then again, at the same time, it would be also kind of stupid to have each individual person blow into it as well.
Right. I think that's
whether be it collectively or in different areas of the film.
I think that's the reason, because like if everyone had to fucking blow the whistle to get the effects of it, I think that's when it becomes a little incredulous to believe that everyone's going to do that. So
yeah.
But shouldn't there be some positive, like shouldn't there be some positivity? Like think the fucking Hellraiser Rubik's cube, right?
Rubik's
Isn't
Cube.
there
The lament configuration.
the Lamont configuration? You big dummy. Isn't the whole thing you're supposed to get some unlimited? You're supposed to get some kind of awareness, right? Aren't you supposed to get some kind of enlightenment? Isn't there a driver with the Lamont, what the fuck?
Lament.
Lament.
Say it. Lament.
Lament, like Matt Clement, 2007
Christ.
Boston Red Sox. But you're supposed to get some kind of like positive. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to unlock something and you done fuck around and you get chains in your face. But like if some asshole next to you blows a fucking demonic fucking pipe, like I didn't suck that.
No, you're right. You're right. What I love, and I just, I don't know. I was waiting for crossed eyes and shit when she blew into that, or when she blew into at that pool party when she blew into that whistle, and everyone started like holding on to their ears like really comically, like exaggerated
Like
for
Star Trek.
television.
Like it was
Yeah.
like Shatner and it was 60 Star Trek. Like
It was like Scooby Doo, where everyone's like holding their ears and shit. It's like I was expecting crossed eyes. That's how bad it was.
But why didn't the quarterback or the football player hear it?
That's what I was.
And why
trying to
was
figure
he
out.
impacted?
Yeah, because everyone was like and he was there like hey.
Right. He was getting ready to do his fart joke. Like
Yeah. So I couldn't tell what the story was with him and whether he was affected or not, and ultimately, yeah, he was, but yeah, the story is sort of uneven in this situation. Also, the main girl, the one, the goth chick, what's her name?
Chrysanthemum or Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, Chrysanthemum. Yeah.
First of all, little too close to looking like Winona Ryder. Okay, little too close. Am I right?
I mean, it's not her fault.
You mean?
Come on, I saw her. She looked exactly like Winona Ryder.
She don't. No.
Yeah.
I
she
didn't
does.
get the. Okay.
I mean, maybe the vibe,
in
but not.
Beetlejuice, I mean,
No, I don't think so.
I did. That's all I ever saw. And also then when she goes to the school, and here comes the jocks getting on her case because she's taken the locker of a fallen
Horse.
teammate of theirs. Yeah. What kind of name is that?
Get a big cock.
And
again, I thought that's why he blew the fucking pipe to get a big cock and sink the fucking basket.
Well, I'm just trying to think of how these people became friends all of a sudden. I mean, yeah, they could have, because he was giving her a lot of shit about taking over his fallen comrade's locker, and then next thing you know, they're all in detention, and somehow they became friends during that whole time. Yet there was nothing there to indicate that they ever got along.
That's the Breakfast Club gimmick, right? Like I totally thought that the new girl coming to school, so the two jocks like basically be like MZ, and you'll probably, let's say you died first, right? And Wolfie and I went to your locker and be like, yo, that's our boy MZ. You can't fucking be in his locker. That's a good way to have heat with the new kid in school, right? If your boy dies and someone's taking their locker. Now, I would have thought the school would have taken those items out of his locker.
Right. It probably would have cleared it. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that.
You would think, but no.
But that's all.
Also,
dummy
an
plot,
Aztec whistle with its own egg. It has its own carrying case.
Yeah, it should.
It should.
keep it safe,
Yeah.
Car
seat, but different.
What's funny is like we veered off, and that's fine. I didn't really finish my first impression, but I'll just real quickly.
Are we still on that?
It's still
well,
on your
we
first
just
impression.
well, we veered off. But I'll say that
I'm sorry, Wolfie.
no, it's cool. Like it's cool. Like we were talking about had some good conversation. So I'll just say that this was sort of typical sort of teen horror. I got a Faculty vibe. That's the one that really kind of for me that I was thinking of. Obviously, the Faculty is a very different movie about like what the threat is, but still. But I think this is one that is like, I think it's like the typical teen horror that would get released in theaters. However, I feel like it had a little bit more going for it. It had a little bit more intelligence behind it. It had the concept was kind of boilerplate. Like I was like it didn't blow my mind as to how original it was, because it wasn't. It wasn't totally original. But I thought it was a fine narrative for a horror movie. Like it made sense, and I actually thought it would brought about some cool ideas about how you face your own death. I thought that was kind of interesting. So it didn't bother me. Like I actually like that aspect of it. But it's one of those things, like it's a little hard to really like make sense of. Like I get it, but you're not in the situation in which you would be where that caused that kind of death. Like there's a lot of questions. But the best thing is to just not question it, because then you're going to get into territory where you're like, what? Why? Like, I don't want to say. I guess I don't want to talk about like characters' deaths and who, but the one character who got caught in the machine, like that was his death.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like that was pretty gnarly and it was pretty cool. But the concept of that, like, how does that actually happen? I know it's supernatural, right? Like it's supernatural, but like how do bones get, the physics of it defies physics, right? Like you lose you lose your arm to nothing,
Right, 100%. And then even the teeth thing.
Right.
Which was interesting.
Yeah. So,
but that's why I think it lost its mythology.
Yeah, okay. And and that's fine. Like it's one of those things where, and that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of, you have to have a certain amount of verisimilitude. You have to suspend your disbelief for some concepts when it comes to horror. And I like the overall concept, and because of that, I'm willing to make that leap, right? So I didn't necessarily have a problem with that, but and I feel like this was sort of a bit more elevated than your typical teen horror. And I honestly think that the strength of it was because of the director, Corin Hardy. Like, I love the soundtrack. Like, this reminded me of films from like the 90s.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah,
great
that had great soundtracks, and it was all over the place.
Very good soundtrack.
Like it had, like you mentioned, MZ, the Divinals, Back to the Wall. It had a track by The Prodigy. It had, I'm not familiar with them, but Tiger Army. It had a song from Cab Calloway, St. James Infirmary, which was pretty fucking cool.
Concrete Blonde.
Concrete Blonde, Joey
Yeah,
from Concrete Blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a song that was played at the end, Final Girl, by a band named Churches. And also
that was dope. That was a dope song.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Queen of the Night aria by David Morris, and that was kind of like towards the end. And also, like, I thought the score was good, done by, I think it was Doomphonic, I think it was. I'll have to look that up. I think that was the name of the artist. But I actually didn't mind the like sort of like the death whistle, like when your death comes close. It had that like almost like techno.
Yeah.
But that was like its its theme. It had its own theme, and I thought it was kind of cool because it's like a heart pounding, but musical. So I thought that was cool. So there's a lot to like about this. I thought the cinematography was good. I thought there was some really interesting camera shots. Especially there's one at the end, like after the whole scene in the factory building or the whatever, like it's that like last scene, you know, where they're in the like a warehouse or something like that, and then the camera kind of like moves, like floats through and then goes through the hole in the garage door and then like lifts up, like, you know, just cool. I thought that was a really well shot, like a good shot. And then I also like the Harvest Fair, which seemed like it probably should have been the finale. Like, to me, that was like, that's a really cool setting. And I feel like they could have got a little bit more mileage out of that. So I don't know if they could have found a way to have that be the finale, but I feel like the finale, while it was more of a sort of personal story between two characters and then a third comes in, like I get that. Like that probably makes more sense. But I thought the Harvest Fair looked really cool. Like it looked awesome. And that scene where what's that character, the girl, let me find her name, Grace, that was the one that Rel had the crush on. Yeah
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like her scene when she's being chased, I thought was pretty fucking creepy and cool, like climbing through like hay bales, and then there's that like that one like lit hallway. Yeah. Like I just thought like the presentation of the Harvest Fair was cool, and I wish they would have
Very
done maybe
claustrophobic.
very. I think I wish that they would have done more.
Yeah, I wish that Harvest Fair was the finale as well. I saw, you know, because it's pretty big in scope, a little bit too big though. I mean, this is a small town, and how much money could this have possibly cost? Because there's a huge drone shot, which it goes from reality into CGI, and it begins to look a little bit more. And now that I think about it, this is another callback to Nightmare on Elm Street 4, when Kincaid is lost in that maze of cars.
Okay.
And
it's been so long,
the camera pans back. You know, he's yelling, "Freddy's back, Freddy's back," and then the camera's panning back, and it turns out that he is on a planet surrounded by cars. And that is basically what we have here with Grace. It was a regular shot of her, then the camera pulls back up, and it reveals this humongous, gigantic maze. I mean, it's just enormous. So, I mean, now that we bring that up, I'm glad we did, because that's another callback to Nightmare 4. I felt that to be really uneven, though. First of all, when she was starting to freak out about this one person that she was seeing, and she wasn't liking it and trying to get, and it's like, how does she know that this is who she thinks it is, as opposed to being someone else that's inside the maze, you know, trying to scare her as a paid actor? There was nothing there to indicate that this was her in a later life, and you couldn't really tell it was her even to begin with. I mean, just look at her. I mean, she looked terrible, but she was freaking out about that. Even the boyfriend was like, "Chill out. They're trying to scare you, you know." And he's right. You know, I mean, they're trying to scare you. There's absolutely nothing here to indicate that what she's looking at is her.
Right. It wasn't clear what is she dying from. Like there was Schrodinger's drunk driving. There was Schrodinger's cigarettes. But just old crazy lady.
Old age. She died of old age.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because everyone else kind of died young. I feel like their deaths were like young deaths. It makes sense. One person should die old.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, which also means I want to get back to that opening death too. By the way, But also when she's going through that tunnel, that graded tunnel,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
looked good. It was lit well. It looked cool. I think the idea of having her walking along the ceiling of that thing uh, was just pushing it a little bit too far, I think.
Yeah.
I felt that was just holding the hand. It didn't need to be done. I mean, that's almost like the movie saying, "Hey, look what we can do." You know, it was unnecessary. It wasn't. It wasn't. It added nothing.
It was
The
almost too
opening,
malevolent. Malevolent? What's the word?
Malevolent.
malevolent.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Dun, dun, dun,
Is it too maleficent?
Yeah.
Also, the opening scene, the opening death.
Hit me.
It's not so much that, it's the information that we got from that scene and what it revealed, and the doctors swear that he was 47. Meanwhile, we all know, and a doctor would know, that this kid was not 47. He was 17. Okay, so we all know this, and it was just I don't know what they were trying to push with this narrative here. It made zero sense. No doctor would, no matter how many tests, because they did the teeth, dental records,
Right.
and they went by the dental records saying he was 47. He was not 47. Okay, anybody who knows this kid knows he's not 47, even though they
Right,
say
right.
he's
But
got the teeth of a 47-year-old. It made no
right,
sense.
right. But the thing is, the coroner, when they do their work, they report on the facts, right? They report what they find.
Right.
So they weren't,
Sure.
like that's what it is. I didn't have a problem with that. I understand. Like, it is a little weird. I think the weirder part is no one thinking that it's really bizarre for a dude to catch on fire in a shower.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Which
So
looked terrible, by the way.
But
it was a little PlayStation. It was a little PlayStation.
Yeah, just a little
or
PlayStation-y.
like Blade 2. I love Blade 2, but come on, looking at watch Blade 2 in 2026.
Yeah, that was
Might
pretty
not be.
rough. That was rough to look at.
but that's the thing about that. I didn't it. I'm just pointing out that it's kind of silly. But the thing is that it makes sense with the world they created. Like, because your death happens no matter what. Like, nothing can stop it.
Right.
So, but it should have raised some flags for people to, like, well, how does this happen? Like, what did he blow an Aztec death whistle beforehand? You know what?
Yeah, I mean, everyone thought Oswald shot Kennedy. You know what I mean?
So, but yeah, I mean, we're kind of all over the place, and I mean, I pretty much said what I wanted to for the initial impression, and we've already kind of gone into other territory. But yeah, like, I'm actually kind of glad this movie exists, but I probably won't ever watch it again. Like, I feel like I feel like it is a little bit beneath Corin Hardy, and I can't really. Like, he has 2 movies out besides this, and one of them was really good, and one was meh. The Nun was just okay. It's not his fault, really. He got hired to make a fucking Blumhouse movie. If you get hired to make a Blumhouse movie, you do it, right? But with The Hallow, I thought that was really inventive and really cool. So I'm hoping he finds a way to be able to make cool, unique, original horror with a little bit of a budget. It's kind of like the best of both worlds with The Hallow meets The Nun. Like, the budget of The Nun with, like, a story like The Hallow. And I feel like the dude has he just has, like, good energy, like a good vibe to him. Like, obviously, like, I think it's, it probably has a lot to do with his music interests. Like, there's fucking Iron Maiden in this, and Prodigy, like a lot of we talked about the Divinals, Concrete Blonde. Like, it's got some really, like, good influence in it, and this one feels like a 90s horror movie, but, like, better than some of the 90s horror we got, because a lot of that stuff was just kind of crap. Like, 80s 80s horror was better, but the thing about 80s horror is that it also really just it didn't have anything to say. Not that horror needs to say something, but it was just popcorn. You know, it was popcorn movies.
Right.
I feel like if, and you know, you guys know know me by this point. Like, I feel like if this movie had a little bit something more to say, it would have been more impactful. You know, I feel like they were kind of dancing around the edges, like, because there was like definitely a theme of addiction and drug use in this, especially with that weird fucking pastor dude. Like, that character was
the youth
fucking
pastor,
weird. Yeah.
Jesus. I wanted to bring him up. I'm glad you did.
It's what me too, because he's a character that you hate and kind of love. Like, he was a great mid card, and what an interesting character. Like, no, but like he was an interesting. Like, I'm thinking, oh, is he gonna fucking? Oh, he's just a fucking church drug dealer asshole. Like, I don't know.
No,
I think he was a good heel.
He was a scumbag.
Oh yeah, I don't like
When
him,
he
but he was a great scumbag.
When he started praising Jesus and putting Jesus into his, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here, okay? Get away from me with that shit. I'd rather hang out with the druggy goth girl than hang out with that guy.
Well, first of all, always hang out with the druggy goth girl.
That's
true. But he was a great heel. I thought he was like, oh, I liked his heel gimmick. He was a bad guy.
He was a piece of shit. Well, you know, what do you want? He's a pastor. Of course he's a piece of shit. But when you see who he really is, you know, then you want to hate him even more. This guy was the scum of the earth. You know, and he's and it's continuing to prove my point about how horror films, and really films in general, not just horror films, but mostly horror films, like to put the spin on religion and treat it as it's evil, because it really is.
But I don't think horror movies need to put a spin on.
Well, yeah, I don't think they need to, and I don't feel like that's what was going on. This dude was just like using it as a front.
Right,
to like get kids.
He was the heel.
Yeah, he was the heel. He was just using it as a front to be a drug dealer and have like access to all these kids. I think he believed some of it, but
that's not entirely true. First of all, his exposed chest. Okay, so he believes in some of this stuff. Not to mention the fact when he found himself in a dire situation, he wasn't trying to coax a bunch of kids into following his service. He was really believing in what he was saying. So yeah, he might be using the church as front, but he also believes in this shit too. So fuck him.
Right, but also look at most of the fucking right-wing Republicans. They believe in that shit too, and they're fucking terrible people.
And none of them follow it.
Right.
Bunch of cunts.
So, but yeah, I thought that character was a little like they were trying to make him into a bigger deal for obvious reasons, but it didn't really make sense at the beginning. And then I just feel like, I don't know, like I feel like how he was utilized was sort of it just was kind of convenient. Like, I actually didn't really like that part. Like, I get it that they had to introduce another threat based on sort of how they had tried to solve this whistle riddle, you know. So I thought, you know, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like, it was a little like hokey.
It was
how
definitely
you
mustache twirling. Like, if it was like a 6-episode series, you may have gotten more depth in this character.
Yeah.
But I think he I don't know. Like, again, I don't fucking like him. I'm not gonna get an action figure or wear a T-shirt of this motherfucker. But I thought he was a good heel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they were trying. I think that they were trying to make you feel something for the rest of the cast. because I feel the director wanted you to go after somebody you really hated. And this guy was a truly deplorable character. And so
Yeah.
I think he was put in so the audience could all cheer on somebody that they collectively hate.
Yep.
For a
As
tangible
opposed to
villain.
the rest of the
A
cast,
tangible villain.
where the director feels that, well, they'll have some sort of relationship or kinship with the rest of the cast. That's how I looked at it.
Um, let's see. So, trying to think if there's anything else. I want to start to wrap this up. We talked a little bit about the gore, but MZ, I'd like to get your take on the gore as a whole. Like, what did you think? Because kind of a mix of practical. I feel like there is some practical, but there's also some CGI. So I was curious to get your take.
Yeah, the CGI was awful. Even the best scene, even the best death scene in here in this film was hindered by just truly bad CGI. Had a great idea, but CGI just really killed it. There is some bloodshed in here, practical effects. I think the best practical effect in this film was the burn victim, the picture of the burn victim. I thought that was pretty effective, pretty well done.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing I liked was at first because you thought it was just like these creepy, like a creepy demon that was coming to kill people, and then when you found out that it was different for every person, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, like.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I think Nick Frost and his makeup was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked cool when his hair all fell out at once. Like,
yeah, the beard and his hair was all gone and everything. Yep. It was a cool transition. I like that. A little CGI mixed in, but it was really cool the way they did it.
Yeah.
I like that. But some decent gore. A lot of it really hindered by CGI.
Yeah.
Painfully bad CGI, I might add.
So the one in the bedroom you mentioned earlier, that one I thought looked really convincing. Like, I'm sure it was a mix of CGI and maybe some practical. I don't know how they could have done that practically, but I thought that there was some really good stuff in that. Like, that was sort of like, that might be so far this year, it might be the best death in a movie we've seen this year.
So far.
That's not saying a lot, but still,
Yeah, it's mid-March, so, but it is good. I can't say no, but it does get hindered by CGI.
Yeah.
But it's inventive.
Yeah, definitely.
I think maybe that's what I'm going to praise it on. It's inventiveness, but the execution could have been better.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think some of the stuff in it was really cool with like the hand, like that. I thought was the coolest looking part.
Oh, sure. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very good stuff.
But the face, when like the face sort of like all of a sudden was like half a face, like that was really quick. I think it would have been cool if we saw more of that, but I get it. Like it's not an easy thing to do.
And if it was practical.
Yeah.
It was practical. I think that it would have had a huge impact if that was all practical. Oh man,
that would have been tough.
That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful.
So, yeah, I mean, I had fun with this, and I think ultimately it had some good kills. It had some memorable ones. Like I will definitely remember that kill that we just talked about in the bedroom. But also, I think that it was a bit of like a step above what you might see from this style of film. Is it going to end up in the top 13? I can't imagine it's going to. Not for me anyways. Like I don't want to speak for you guys, but I can't imagine it's going to. But but it's a we say this like fairly often, but you could do worse. You could do much worse than this film for sure.
110%.
Yeah.
With major IP franchises, you could do worse.
Yeah. All right, so maybe we should wrap this up, though, huh?
All right.
Let me see. I'm just let me
wrap it and slap it.
Wrap your lips around it.
And blow. Oh.
Wrap it, slap it.
Rub it down. Oh no.
Oh no. Here we go.
I need a body bag.
Oh man.
Oh, stop grunting. It's fucking me up. It's fucking me up.
All right, we should probably do the verdict, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Dance, I said.
All right, so let's do that.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, it is verdict time. We're going to let you know whether Whistle was a trick or a treat. And any final thoughts? Let's start with MZ.
A really cool concept. A really cool idea. And if there is a sequel, I hope they kind of get this thing straightened out, because I'm going to have to give this barely a trick. You got a really cool concept with very typical characters. Very standard characters that you know what's going to happen. A lot of them are just there to fill out the body count, you know. It's kind of like Jaws 2, you know, just a bunch of teenagers there to fill out the body count.
Body count. Body count.
The kill scenes are somewhat cool. There's one that's real cool. The bedroom scene, best in the bunch. You may agree with me. I don't know, but I loved it. Although, unfortunately, as with most of the death scenes in this film, it is hindered by really piss poor CGI. This story is somewhat uneven. The characters are a little bit more uneven. It does have a cool soundtrack. I will give it that. It's always good to hear some Divinals. I always enjoy them. And I just feel like it would have played out a little bit better, a little bit more serious if it didn't involve kids. And unfortunately, it falls into that trap, you know, because we want to get the teenage demographic to see this movie, you know.
That's killing me, MZ.
But it's also rated
Well,
R. I mean, so it would just be 17-year-olds, right?
Or 18. I think they said that you could be 18.
Oh, yeah, because under
like,
17-year-olds don't ever get to watch R-rated movies, right?
Well, not in theaters, right?
Yeah,
or they're
we
not
didn't
supposed
see
to.
this but anyway, I'm going to, because of that, it does have some things go for it, but the things that are against it are a little bit stronger. So I'm going to say this is barely a trick.
All right. Raven Shadow.
So, I mean, I'd like the cast. I would throw this under Fisher Price, My First Horror, right? Like, I mean,
You walked away earlier when I said this. This is like the next.
Really?
This is like the next step up. This is not
next step.
This is like when you want to take that jump into like 13 plus toys. You know, like
yeah, this is Little
like
Scholastic, My First Horror.
Scholastic Book Club.
What comes after Fisher Price? Like, what's the next
Little
thing?
Tykes.
Like, maybe
Little
like
Tykes.
Parker Brothers. Like you start playing some games when
Parker
you're
Brothers.
a teenager. I don't know.
Little Tykes. Is nobody
Stop
listening
saying
to
that.
me?
No,
Little
we- no,
Tykes.
we're
I don't even
not.
know what that is.
We don't want to. listen
Yeah.
to you anymore.
Little Tykes is a company, is a toy company.
Children.
For little tykes.
Exactly.
For little fucks. All right, go ahead, Raven
Little
Shadow.
fucks.
Yeah, like little fuck's my first fucking horror movie.
Little fucking bastards.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm Jay. I'm fucking almost I am 49 years old. You know what I mean? Like, we fucking saw it before, but you know, it's cute. It's fun. I like the cast. I like the mythology. I wish it was expanded a little bit more.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, there was some good stuff there. Maybe shit more in the dream realm. I don't know if it was more specific to each character, but there's something there. And if it was a love letter, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I would do a love letter to like Police Academy type movies, like 80s sex comedies, like I am dying to do a baseball movie called Foul Balls. That's very funny. All I have is the opening scene where I'm playing the coach, and there's a rain delay, and then the
What
the sun's the sun's starting to come out, and I give the team a bunch of coke, and they fucking win the game. That's something I'm working on.
What?
That's what I'm into.
Why would you give them coke? How long was the
they've
rain
been
delay?
drinking
How long was the rain delay?
like 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
So the
okay.
team's drinking, eating chicken, and fucking playing video games.
Oh, so
And
this
it's
is
like, oh shit,
this is based on the what? The 2009 Red Sox? Is that?
callback. And then like the only way we win the game is that we can do some blow, and then we can hit some home runs.
Christ.
So I would do that.
I can't believe I'm listening to this.
I can't either.
But you kind of want to be a part of it, don't you? So what I'm saying is, oh, we haven't mentioned that girl from Yellow Jackets. She was dope.
Yeah, Sophie Nélisse, yeah. Oh,
yeah. So that was cool. I did like main character's haircut at the end, even though I think it might have been a wig.
I think her haircut throughout the movie was a wig.
Right? Okay. But I dug her final form. I'll tell you that much. But again, I wish the mythology was explored in more detail. But we've seen this movie 3 or 4 or 5 different times. But no, it you know what I mean? What are you gonna fucking do? I would say this is a type of treat. Could totally do worse. You know what I mean?
Why do you have to ask what if people know what you mean? It's your opinion.
It's my opinion, but I'm just saying, like, I'm doing that as a defense mechanism because I have anxiety.
Okay, well, appreciate the transparency. All right. So did you give your verdict? Sorry.
Yeah, type of treat.
All right. For me, I'm just gonna go treat on this because this was it's that typical sort of like teen horror, but I feel like it was a little bit more brutal than most of that style. I really liked a couple things I forgot to mention during the discussion is one thing I actually liked about it. We kind of brought this up, but instead of having all the characters be like at each other's throats and be at odds, even though they're in different groups, I actually like that they sort of work together. That was something I thought was kind of cool.
Yes, even though they were like at odds, even when the football player was pissed off at her for taking a locker, like, yes, it wasn't all fuck you, nerd.
Right.
Fuck you, jock.
And how many times have we seen that, so.
Right. They negated that because the enemy was the teacher. The enemy was the Mayan crazy blow it artifact.
The death whistle.
The death whistle.
Yeah.
Agree.
So that was one thing I liked. The other was I like that they had the two love interests. I just like that it felt natural that they were both gay. And it wasn't really even like a oh, look at us, like we're, like it didn't feel like it was
trying to make a statement.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
It wasn't outrageous. It was just like, oh, it's like, oh, is she gay?
Yeah,
no,
it just felt natural. Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I loved the unrequited love scene where someday you're gonna make someone very happy.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, dude, like, bro. And that was still touching, but sorry.
So, yeah, those are a couple things I wanted to call out that we didn't talk about. And I like that that's something that's happening in film nowadays, that it's not really like a neon sign. Oh, look at us. We're we're cool, hip, and liberal. It's just like it's just a part of it. And it at this point it doesn't matter, And I thought if anything it sort of made the characters a little bit more endearing, because it was kind of like, will they, won't they, like kind of cute thing, you know? So yeah, so I did enjoy that. Good.
Oh, and sorry, Wolfie, you just bring a lot of conversation. I love the way they use technology with the text message.
Yes, actually, yeah, I know we see that in a lot of films, but or different
I liked
types.
it a lot in this.
Yeah, and I liked how she was trying to, like, backspace, like.
And then like, oh shit, I fucking sent this, fucking asshole.
But yeah, overall, like, I thought that this was your typical kind of like 90s teen horror. It took it a step above with the gore, and I thought that the acting was pretty good. I thought the direction was good. So while, and it didn't have a lot to say outside of just making a horror movie. Like, there is no subtext really to speak of, and not every movie needs that. But I feel like I feel like there may have been an opportunity to do a little something more with this, because you do have this ancient death whistle. Like, you could do something about generational trauma. You could do something about, the peoples who created this and how they've been, forgotten or subjugated or whatever, or genocide. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that those would have been good ideas necessarily, but I feel like there was potentially some areas to explore. So, but yeah, ultimately I thought that it's a fun watch while you're watching it. And if you're looking for a mindless horror, like, we already said this, but you could definitely do worse than this. For this style of movie, it's done well. And, I guess I'm a little disappointed because I want to see Corin Hardy do some more stuff that's indicative of what he did in The Hallow. But I like what he brings to film. I like his the music that he brings, like the sense of style. So I do hope he can kind of take it in a different direction, find his own voice. But I'm sure he just wanted to get a fucking movie out after the fucking hell of dealing with The Crow for 4 or 5 years, So I can't blame him for doing this, and hopefully he gets some other stuff out the door, because I dig him as a filmmaker from what we've seen, and I think he is definitely capable of a lot more than this. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's going to be on Shudder, because Shudder was one of the production logos at the beginning of this. So I'm sure it'll be up on Shudder eventually. And if you're on the fence, wait till Shudder, unless you cancel because Joe Bob's gone. I don't know.
Oh shit.
So, well, there you go. Those are our thoughts on Whistle from director Corin Hardy. So go check it out. And yeah, if you guys check it out, let us know what you think. Podcast at trickortreatradio.com. All right, let me see here. I'm going to first look to see. I think we have some voice messages. So let me just see what we got there before I read the format for next week. All right, so we do have, we have a 2-parter here. So let me start downloading this, and I'll talk about the movies for next week. All right, so next week we have a Patreon takeover.
Shit.
And it just kind of came together quickly because our patron supporter reached out to me and said, "Hey Wolfie, are you guys planning to do this movie?" And I said, "No, we're not." I kind of circled it. We were circling the wagons around it like a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago. I forget when it came out, but we didn't end up doing it. I think it was actually during December Double Feature Cram Jam. It was on the list, and then never, we just never happened. So he said, "Yeah, well, I'd like to do that one." And so I said, "Okay, when do you want to do it?" And I gave him the dates, and he's like, "All right, let's do next week." So let's do next week. All right. So joining us next week for our Patreon takeover for March will be the Vegan Prince of Wales, Linus.
Stop it.
Yep.
Dude, I'm so hard right now.
Are you gonna make someone put put their lips around your whistle.
I don't even care. I
Jesus
might do it
Christ.
myself.
All right, so next week, Linus has selected 2 films for us, of course, and those films are Sirat, Sirat. Let me
Fuck, what's that?
let me pull it up here. Hold on.
May have heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some. I was getting some play last year. So let's see, Sirat from 2025. Sorry, things are loading slowly over here right now. Okay, there we go.
So rot in a hard place. I'll tell you that much.
It's directed by Oliver Lax, and it is. Let's see, what country is this film from? It says countries of origin: Spain and France.
Oh, I thought it was Irish. My penis is Dublin.
So yeah, it says it's in Spanish, French, English, Arabic are languages in it. So I don't know
That's
technically
a lot.
what country it's from, but yeah, I've heard a lot of interesting things about this. So we're gonna check out Sirat. I think it's how you say it, Sirat. And the other film, this one's it's got a little length to it, Raven Shadow.
Fuck.
So you're gonna have to carve out some time early, okay?
Damn it.
But I have a feeling you're gonna enjoy this one, or at least enjoy the idea of it until you have to watch it for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Fucking really?
Why is that such an issue with you?
Is this fucking Avengers Doomsday?
No, but it stars Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, you are clapping now, huh?
I've been wanting to watch this.
All right. It's called One Battle After Another.
All right. Fuck yeah.
Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. You excited about that, Raven Shadow?
Dude. Yeah, boy.
So even though it's
Linus so much.
See, I gave you the bad news first, and then I gave you the good news.
You did. It's like going to the doctors.
Although you didn't lie to me, I don't think.
No, not as much today.
All right, so One Battle After Another and Sirat. We're going to do those next week with Linus. Linus will be joining us from the future, 5 hours in the future. So he is a crazy man.
He's a fucking nut. I'll tell you that much.
The Buck Fast is going to be flowing, Raven Shadow.
I might take Friday off.
You got to get some Buck Fast.
I'm gonna do that, bro.
All right, so there you have it. Next week, Patreon Takeover. All right, let's get to some voice messages. We got 2. It's a 2-parter. Let me just pull this up. All right, this is the first part from our boy Joshua Libre.
Yo, what up, Trick or Treat Radio? All right, so I'm gonna give Whistle a treat. I thought it was a very good February treat. I saw it in the theaters.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. Reminded me of Final Destination. You know, it's kind of have a similar type, not a similar premise, but it's just kind of had that vibe to me. And it had that sort of premise or setup of, you know, all these people getting, you know, killed in some sort of order, you know. But yeah, I enjoyed it. There's one death scene that I thought it was one of the most brutal death scenes I've seen in a while. There are some CG shenanigans, but even with that, I thought it was a really brutal death scene.
Totally agree.
And it takes place in the bedroom. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but yeah, it takes place in the bedroom with one dude. And I thought that was freaking intense, gnarly, gruesome, and I loved it. You know, it's all fake, so I loved it. Yeah, enjoyed Whistle. And something odd that I've noticed this year going to the movies, like, you know, I go to a very like generic general audience type movie theater, in AMC. And every time I go to see a horror movie, they'll show horror trailers, before the movie. But I've noticed that every time I've gone to see a horror movie where they show horror trailers, they'll insert the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic, aka biopic, in the middle of all these horror trailers. And I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I'm gonna watch. I'm kind of low key excited to see that movie, but I just thought it was odd how they just stick that Michael Jackson trailer in the middle of all these horror trailers. I mean, I don't know. Is it because of Thriller or I don't know. I know his album's called Bad and Dangerous and Thriller, but I don't know why they put the Michael Jackson trailer in the middle of all these horror movie trailers. I don't know. I thought it was odd.
That is funny.
Wolfie, that's why I was asking. I know you helped me out, kind of figure out how these trailers are. Who decides which trailers play in front of movies. So that was kind of helpful. So I feel like this might be a call from upstairs. But I don't know. I thought it was weird. Am I the only one who thinks this is weird, or is this a normal thing? I don't know. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Whistle and the Michael Jackson biopic trailer. All right. Thank you guys for the time. Have a great show. Talk to you later. Bye.
Kids so much.
Yeah, that is a little bizarre. Although the reverse is true of why MZ got into horror, because he went to go see Popeye and saw a trailer for Friday the 13th, right?
That's true.
Yeah, so hey, I don't know. It is a little weird. I agree. Cool, but glad you dug it. And I think we're all in agreement that one death was head and shoulders above all the others and was very, very memorable.
For sure.
All right, let's we're gonna follow up from Josh. Let's check that out and see what he has to say.
Yo, what up, Trick or Treat Radio? Sorry, I had to leave voicemail part 2. Just wanted to say I enjoyed the Patreon episode, Rebellion in Art. I thought that was a good topic.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Really enjoyed you guys' picks. Not going to spoil them. People out there, check it out. Check it out for yourself. It was a great conversation. But yeah, I really enjoyed the topic. And, I had a hard time coming with picks of my own, but like the very first thing that I could think of or that popped in my head was Django Unchained, especially the ending. And also there's a movie that I saw just probably about a year ago that's similar to Django Unchained. It's called Drum, and it's about a slave who is used to box other slaves, which is insane. It's just crazy. And that movie is just brutal. It's brutal to watch. It's powerful, but brutal. I couldn't believe some of the lines of dialogue in that movie that are just insane. But that's a movie where you're kind of going through the movie and it's just tough to watch. It's because of the subject matter, and you're just waiting. Okay, at some point, you're just waiting for that rebellion to start, or so to speak. And yeah, much like Django Unchained, it has that ending where the protagonists just say, nah, enough of this shit. We're about to raise hell, and they raise hell. They unleash hell, and it's very, very enjoyable to watch the slave masters go down in flames. So it's tough to watch, but you're just kind of waiting for that moment, and it delivers in that respect. So, but yeah, that was like the only kind of thing that popped in my head in terms of rebellion in art or in movies or in entertainment. But yeah, I guess that would be my pick for that topic. But really enjoyed the conversation you guys had, and the ways you guys interpreted it. So recommend it to other people out there. Check it out. All right. Thank you guys for the time. Have a great show. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Joshua Libre, always a pleasure to hear from you, my friend. And yeah, thanks. If we need a pimp for a Patreon pimp, Josh is it. The Patreon pimp.
Baby. He's fucking, what a young brother. What a fucking good dude.
So glad you enjoyed
Love
that. And yeah, those are good picks. I haven't seen, what was the one you mentioned? Drum, was that?
Yeah, I don't think I want to.
Yeah, sounds like, maybe watch it after Requiem for a Dream to perk yourself up, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Easter's coming.
If I've seen that or not.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but obviously Django Unchained. But yeah, I think those are good picks. So
I may have seen Drum. I don't remember.
It's the fucking best, dude.
All right, let me just double check and see if we got all the voice messages, and I'm also going to check the chats and see if there's anything.
Is Dropsy Coxie still around? What's the fucking name?
Do you mean Drew Peacock?
Yeah, Drew. Sorry,
Drew Peacock?
Not Dropsy Coxie. Drew Peacock.
Or Mike Latteris? Mike Litteris? Mike Litteris, yeah.
Mike Litteris, yeah.
Was what you said?
But apparently mine was fucking terrible.
Dong in your mouth? Or dick in your mouth? Jesus Christ, that's the worst.
Oh, sorry.
All right. By the way, about an hour ago, Evil Corny said, fucking Smallville again. And he posted a gif of Michael Scott from The Office, like, grabbing his forehead. All right. So, yeah, that's going to do it. I think that's it for voice messages. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, and sending in voice messages to Joshua Libre. Appreciate it. All right. Let's say goodbye. Start with MZ.
Arrivederci, douchebags.
Raven Chatham.
Live fast, love hard, and enjoy the guilt.
All right. Well, that is going to do it. So we appreciate you guys tuning in for episode 711. We're always open 24/7, 7-Eleven. I don't know.
Just not in a row.
Yeah, no, not in a row. And yeah, so if you guys check out the film Whistle from director Corin Hardy, feel free to send us a voice message. Let us know what you think. podcast@trickortreatradio.com. And next week, we will have a Patreon takeover with our boy Linus, the vegan Prince of Wales. And we'll be doing the films Surat and One Battle After Another. Check those out. Come back, join us. And if you have thoughts, let us know what you think. Send them our way. podcast@trickortreatradio.com. That's going to do it. We'll see you guys next week.